What's happening, gang? How is everyone doing today? So, imagine that. We're starting the show with breakfast. Who would have thought? Who would have thought it possible? Thanks to my friend, well, not really my friend, but a guy I follow, Sam the cooking guy. He did a Filipino sea log breakfast, a Filipino breakfast. So I looked at what he did and was like, that looks interesting. That helps with our international breakfast tour that we've kind of been on here lately. So I made Filipino sea log for breakfast. Essentially, in fact, you know what? I don't want to get this wrong because there's a couple words here. So he made his with spam. I did not use spam. I actually used canned corned beef for my canned meat for the dish. But the dish starts with a fried rice, a sinangag. So basically, you take some oil, heat it up in the pan, and you add chopped garlic, and you just mix that around. You can't just let it burn. You got to mix it around, mix it around, mix it around. Mine probably went an extra 30 seconds, so it's a little darker than Sam's came out. But you're making two things. You're making fried garlic, crunchy fried garlic, and you're making a garlic olive oil out of it that you're going to use to cook the rest of the stuff. So then you separate the garlic from the oil, put most of the oil back in the pan. When the oil's in there and getting ready, you grab your day old rice, just like you were making fried rice, and you put that in there. Although you're not going to fry it, you just want to warm it up, get it coated in that rice or in that oil, and that garlic oil. And then you're going to add back in most of the crispy fried rice back in, and you're going to stir that through so the rice is mixed through the dish. After which you're going to take the rest of the oil, put that back in the pan. You're going to fry up your meat. You know, they recommend a lot of different canned meats. He used spam. Like I said, I used canned corned beef. 2 nice slices of that. Then I have some to make corned beef hash left over. So we'll do that later this week. And when that's almost done, you fry an egg. You plate it by putting your rice at the bottom of the bowl or plate. Top it with the spam, or in this case, corned beef, or whatever other meat protein you choose to use. Top that with the egg. Sprinkle some of the leftover garlic, the fried garlic, and some scallions in there, and you have an amazing breakfast. It was delicious, really good, different. Like I said, it came up on his on Sam the Cooking Guy's thing this week, and I was like, I'm always looking for different breakfasts. I love the idea of international breakfasts, breakfast from around the world. So that's what we did, and it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it came out really, really well. Looks like we've got SE in the chat. He upvoted. He did it. He did it. He did it. BW says the typical is a tapsilog. Tapa, thin steak, C, rice, and itlog, egg. His wife is Filipino. So, okay, so you're familiar with the dish. I have seen steak. I've seen all kinds of different meats used when I started investigating it a little bit. I kind of like the idea that he had with the canned meat. I'm just not the biggest spam fan in the world. I thought, well, I do love corned beef. I would love to have some corned beef left over to make a nice corned beef hash and eggs. So we will see how that goes. But yeah, so typical is tap salog, tap out thin steak, sea rice, itlog, egg. Yeah. Well, cool. Then how did the BW says spam very popular in the Philippines? Okay. What would your wife think of me using corned beef to make the dish, BW? Seeing that she is Filipina, I would value her opinion. I would value her opinion of how the dish came out. If she, the now traditionally, I mean, Sam, the cooking guy, said it usually starts with the you know the rice and the crispy garlic and the garlic oil. Is that normally the way that we? BW says excellent choice. She loves corned beef sea log. There you go. Perfect. See, now I'm feeling better about what I did. Thank you guys. SE says in Bavaria we have Weisswurst with sweet mustard, is it Brezen and Weissbier Breakfast of Champions. Now, SE, a little known fact. I actually took 2 years of German in high school. I do not speak it very well. I do, however, have a brother who speaks fluent German. So he studied at the University of Augsburg for a year. But he is, and my ex-wife was actually a German teacher. And so we had German friends who said that she did not speak, her German was not as good as my brother's, which I always thought was funny since she was the quote-unquote teacher. But yeah, that was so we might investigate some German some German breakfast as well. As we do our international breakfast tour, we like to do some breakfast from the States. I actually have a couple of things. There's a ham steak and red eye gravy recipe I came across. As he says, the fluent Bavarian I like comes in a drinkable form. Very nice. Very nice. I went to visit him when he was there for a few days. So that was kind of cool. That was so long ago. So long ago. The link is dropped if anybody wants to join the panel, and I will pin it to the top since I have that kind of power and technology. Boom, message pinned. If anybody wants to join the chat today, right now we're just talking breakfast. Filipino breakfast, actually. Brian, we're not doing the 5-minute lucha intro anymore because they keep hitting me with copyrights for the music on it. So I'm not using that one anymore. I'm just doing the traditional luchas. My new favorite is short, sweet, to the point, Get in, get out, move on with your life. It's a football Sunday. It's also I need to do some moving around Sunday. So I think I might have said last week my bed broke, and not in a fun way. I got the bed after I got divorced. It's like 24, 25 years old now. And morning, Johnny O. How are you, sir? Yeah, so the frame ripped out of I sat down. I was thinking I needed a new mattress because it was kind of getting uncomfortable, which I did need a new mattress too. But I sat down. I was like, boom, damn, what the hell? Well, the frame kind of ripped through the wood. It's a really nice oak bedroom set I had. So, and it bent real bad. So Wednesday on my day off, I went over. I started shopping mattresses and stuff. I just got for now, a very nice mattress and box springs and just a basic bed frame until I decide if I want to change all of my bedroom furniture, or if I can find something that kind of matches the dressers and the nightstand and stuff. I don't know. Pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt. But I need to be off of here sometime around noon, 12:30, because I need to go grab my brother in the south side of Pittsburgh. And he's going to help me. I want to rearrange the room too. While I have this opportunity, get all the furniture rearranged, get a good cleaning done, and get behind some stuff. So some of the stuff that hasn't been done since the heart surgery, because it's just lifting and stuff is, that when it tears at your chest, well, my chest is finally healed. It takes a long time to 100% heal. To where I can do a lot of that stuff. So I'm finally in that position. Yay, Lucha. But yeah, so that was kind of painful. But yeah, so the BW says, excellent choice. She loves the corned beef sea log. That makes me happy to know. It was kind of, like I said, it was something that came up on Sam the Cooking Guy. It looked interesting. He used the Spam. I used the corned beef. There's a variety of canned meat, but it really was good. So, the key is that garlic oil just really makes everything delicious. And when you cut into the egg and the yolk runs down, and you get some pieces with the corned beef, the rice, the crispy garlic, delicious. Just delicious stuff. How's everybody doing out there today? Everyone having a good day. Hopefully you are. I didn't see a ton going on and when I flipped over to all watch news this morning. It didn't look like there was a ton going on this weekend or this week in the world of watches. A lot of old stuff. New Submariner book. If you're into that type of thing, I do like some books on watches. I have a couple up on the shelf and a couple more down. The built-in bookshelves downstairs. So this, I've said a million times, the house was built in 1882. So on the side of the fireplaces in the living room and the dining room are built-in bookcases, which are, you don't find that kind of stuff in houses that much anymore. 1882, if you're in Europe, you think, well, that's not that old. But in America, that's kind of, especially not on the coast or New England or Virginia, places like that. Places that have some of the older stuff. My house is I think it's the second oldest house up here on top of the hill in my neighborhood. 1882, 5 years before Daniel Katz was born. I thought Daniel Katz built my house, Brian. I was pretty sure that's what he said. I recognize that house. I did the brickwork. Most of my foundation is actually still the original stone foundation. The house has really lasted. So it is a pain in the butt, though. There's a lot of upkeep and a lot to do. Plus the yard. Still having trouble getting grass to grow in the front, because when that tree came down, that tree was so big, so tall, so old. That tree was over 100 years old, I would bet. And that corner of the front yard just did not have a lot of direct sunlight on it. It really seared off during that kind of heat wave, droughtish period of a couple weeks right after that tree came down. And that part of the yard is just dead. Just dead grass. So I've tried. So I'm gonna. Here's fall's coming up. I'm gonna give it a go here in a couple weeks to get some grass planted down there. I will have half as many leaves to rake up in the when they start falling, since I have half as many trees in front of the house. The backyard's still my neighbor's trees come over my backyard. So that'll still be an adventure, but should be in good shape otherwise. On the front half, the part that people see the most, you know, it's like uh, a good watch. See, the trick to getting grass to grow is to xeriscape the yard. Then the grass will start growing like gangbusters. What does that mean, Evan G? I think I need an explanation. I don't even know. It's got to be more exciting than watch news this week because there is no watch news. Xeriscape. Process of landscaping or gardening that reduces or eliminates the need for irrigation. Okay. From the beginning, landscape can be designed to reduce the amount of resources needed to maintain it and the amount of waste produced. Okay. Interesting. Still not 100%. Grass only grows when you don't want it to. It's true. Yeah. Where I don't want the grass or where it gets tall, it's always growing. Like I said, it just really got seared off. It was 2 days in, after the tree had fallen and I had the other half of the tree taken down. 2 days. It was so hot, so sunny, so dry. Those 2 days. I remember coming back from work on Saturday and go, wow, my yard's all yellow. you know, what happened? I'm like, oh, it just got just baked in the sun. It's just not used to having that sun all the time. It just baked that grass right off. Just killed it. Killed the grass. I mean, it's a little less mowing, so there's always that. But doesn't look so good. But I did get the other part of the fence where that when that huge branch came down and came through the fence. I got that kind of fixed, at least as well as I'm going to do it until next spring. I need to make a decision on the fence because I had the entire yard fenced in because at one point I had 3 dogs who like to run around and or two of least which like to run around. Well, Ellie passed away a few years ago. Rebel, obviously, late spring, early summer. Yeah, he was 18 though. But I don't have the runny dog. Sherman's not running anywhere. And even if he tried, he's not escaping. Um, and if he's on the front porch, he's not, he can't, his legs are so small and he's blind, he doesn't understand the steps. So he's not getting off the porch. He's not, none of that is happening. So now my decision is, do I just take out that whole front section of fence, move it way up the side of the yard, just leave the back fenced in for him, to wander around if I need to just let him out by himself for a little bit. I don't know. It's a decision I need to make. But that fence, it looks a lot better than it did, that section. But then there's another section when they were doing some road work where they hit it with a track. They wouldn't admit it, but they hit it with some piece of machinery that kind of bent the fence and on the roadside. I don't know. I'm on the corner. I don't know what to do. I need advice. That's why I do this stream. I'm looking for advice. And nobody wants to jump on and give me any. It's terrible, I tell you. It's terrible. But watches. You need to look at some watches. I am wearing the Seamaster today. The Seamaster Professional 300M diver. And I got to tell you, it's not my favorite looking bracelet ever, but from a wearability standpoint, I love the bracelet wears really well. You wouldn't think so because it has no taper, but it has a really nice micro adjust on it, and it just wears well. It wears better than it does on the mesh. Surprisingly. I wish they made a better looking bracelet, but I guess that's why people buy Submariners for the oyster. Which I have to say, of the two, when you look at the oyster versus Jubilee, I'm an oyster guy. I think I think it's a classic look. It thumbs down the watch a little bit from a flashy standpoint. It's solid, no stretchies. Yeah, I know it doesn't have the polish and stuff, but geez, just a great bracelet. The oyster bracelet is amazing. It's probably what Rolex does best. Because I would argue that case and movement, I would vote for this. And there's some reasons why. And we'll show those here. Watches on Woods in the chat. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. So, bracelet-wise, Rolex does it better than anyone. But the case of this watch, you can argue your helium escape valve, all blah, blah, blah. But the actual case of the watch, the finishing, the lyre lugs, the dial, the ceramic zirconium oxide dial, the pop of color from the Seamaster and the red tip of the second hand, the coaxial escapement movement. I would argue the watch part of this, the case part of this, the guts part of this is a better watch than a Submariner. The bracelet, however, 100% Rolex. I know that's not a popular opinion amongst the hype boys, but see, I agree. See, here you go. Watch on wood. For me, the Seamaster should have the Railmaster bracelet. Yeah, let me pull one of those up and check. So, yes, I agree 100%. Let's pull up a Railmaster and look at the bracelet. We'll pull up this denim guy here. What is this? Exquisite timepiece. This is not going to be our best look at it, but it's this is more like an Aquaterra bracelet. Let me see if I can find a better picture, something that's going to show it more. See what we got there. We had a pop on, pop off, maybe. I don't know. Is somebody trying to pop on? The link is pinned at the top of the chat. If anybody wants to join the discussion and argue with me about the what is a better watch, Seamaster or a Submariner, and we'll drop the link again. Let's see if I can find a better iteration, some better pictures of this bracelet. We'll just go to the mega site, see what it is that they have. All right. Really? Oops, sorry. That's a heritage model, isn't it? I forget where they put these damn things in here. They like hide them. The Seamaster 300 bracelet would be a good choice too. I think it might be the same bracelet. Let's hide this shit. That's the Seamaster 300 bracelet. The Seamaster 300 actually has the upgraded movement on it. Sailors. Maybe I don't have a lot of good. I'm trying to see a picture of the class, but they're not going to show that to me because I can't. I'm pretty sure that this is a butterfly. bracelet. Hit the wrong one. Fold over clasp. Oh no, this has the fold over with the comfort setting. Is what they call it. So it's got the micro adjust like on this 300 that I'm wearing. That would be a better bracelet for the watch. It would look better. It would feel better. It has some taper. Not that this one feels bad, but it has the micro adjust. It's got all the things that you would like to have. Brad time, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time in the chat. We miss having you around. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, so the Railmaster is fully polished. The Aquaterra has the polished center links. It does have the polished center links. But that is definitely true. We have Sean just jumping on to say good morning. For going to meet up with my brother at a car meet. Are you going to be back on the Sundays on a regular basis? Yes, we had a vote. So I got kind of catfished into coming back on, Sean, by some people who want to do a different kind of show, who then disappeared. Just totally ditched me. So whatever. But so I bought another month of StreamYard, and I'm like, well, we'll do this because I'd taken like 2 weeks off, and then boom, I'm back on. And I went. We took a vote a couple weeks ago, and it was like Diego couldn't vote no enough times, I guess, because there were only a few no votes. So we ended up with like 97% saying yes to come back on. So we did. And two other things, those of you that have not been around. So I did that stream, the Everyday Carry stream. And that was supposed to be the basis of what the new show is going to be. That's why we had renamed the channel the Luchabetic Armory. We had all this stuff going on, and we were like, okay, so here's all good stuff, right? Perfect. And then they ditched me. I do that stream. They're not happy with YouTube. Was not happy that I flashed a Kimber Micro Carry 9 on the screen, and they were really unhappy that I was talking about the speed loaders. You know, they're not really speed loaders. They're just things that help when you get down to the last couple bullets and get into your magazine. You know, a way to depress that. So they shut down the stream in the middle and took me off of streaming for a few days and kind of banned my channel for a couple days. And I had some chats and a little YouTube video call with some people. And while we were having those discussions and things going on, they did ask why I was not a YouTube partner. I had no idea what a YouTube partner was. And they're like, you have tens of thousands of hours of views. You have all these videos. You have shorts. You have live streams. Why aren't you a partner? So we went through the stuff. So you can, and I'm not asking you guys to, but what I said when they did it, I would try it out. So there are super chats available on the stream now. And what we're going to do with those is we're going to put those functionally back into the channel. So what I mean by that is I bought a new microphone and a new computer to help make a better show. I'm going to finish the studio project. I'd like to get a better camera, and a few other things. So any money that comes in, it's not. I'm not begging for people to send me money, but any money that does come in, we will put back into the show. Since you guys have voted to keep the show going, that's what we're going to do. Sean, cheers, Sean. We'll look forward to seeing you on Sunday mornings. And Rad Time, it's so good to see you back. I was curious what had happened, where you had been. So it's good to see you back. Thank you for coming back. And I did have a pretty decent summer. Boston Collectors in the chat. my feelings on the Steelers this year. I'm bummed. They're already one win ahead of where I wanted them to be. I was looking forward to them losing every game this year because if you have two quarterbacks, you really have no quarterback. And I just wanted them to be horrific 1 year so they could move themselves up in the draft and get some answers for some things. But they won the first game and they are just cruising along. Oh, guys, you guys are way too kind. Johnny O, thank you. Enjoy your shows. Thanks, Johnny O. I enjoy having you around. And there are people that I've met through these things that I just think are amazing. So, Johnny O, I always remember the first time he came back on. That you came on it was an after show, and it was Tim and OC and I were on there, and it was just a good guy. We were like, who's this guy? Now he's a regular. Thank you so much. Sean, oh geez, great having you back on Sundays. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. He said anything that comes in, it's just going right back into the show. I have a job, so I don't do this for that. I've always said I don't really do it for money. As we were going through the stuff, it was almost like an insistence that I become some sort of YouTube partner. I was like, I had no idea. When they're saying YouTube partner, I'm like, what does that even mean? And I was like, oh, you mean super chats and stuff. All right. Yay. Evan G is just embracing his dog shit Broncos, having another rebuilding decade. I think we're playing your dog shit Broncos today, Evan G. I believe that is the case. We'll go over we'll make our picks again this week like we did last week. Let's see. Boston Collector says, yeah, I agree. Patriots should have lost. It needs to be a development year. I think it's going to be tough to catch the Panthers, Browns, and Giants for the top pick. Oh, did the Browns? And that was a national TV game, and they look terrible. And then Deshaun Watson, another girl, comes out with allegations. What is happening? That might be the worst trade in the history of football. The absolute worst. That guy, excuse me. Well, he sat out a year, and then he got suspended for the first 11 games of his career with the Browns, and he's just never. He's had a couple flashes in games, but he's never really put together anything. That's a shame. And they spent $bazillion, guaranteed all that money, all those draft picks, and it just went to waste on that guy. Speaking of going to waste, Cowboy Richard.
Good morning there, Mark. How y'all doing up there in the north? How y'all Yankee people doing there?
I don't know if I'm really a Yankee. I mean, kind of mid-Atlantic.
Well, listen, anything north of Oklahoma, that's Yankee land to me. I'll go up there. I'll go up that way too far. Mark, I know you're back here on the Sunday mornings.
Yes.
And I praise the Lord for that because I prayed for it. I prayed on it. Yeah. and I got what I was asking for.
There you have it. Are you sure? Are you sure it's what you wanted though?
But I was told here on a Sunday that if you put on your finest, you got to put on your God-given name. So that's why I changed my name down there.
To Richard.
Yeah. I'm really a Richard. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. You can shorten it, but yeah.
Logan Hall's in the chat. Did you? In fact, I'm gonna remind me, Logan, to drop the link to your channel here in a minute. Well, let me just go do that now. Logan Hall's show. I was making fun of him a little bit because it was a little bit long yesterday, but Logan has the best kitchen equipment, and he takes his time to really explain the who, what, why, where, when, and how of grilling. And he made an amazing chimichurri sausage. Why did that do that to me? Damn it.
I'm going to tell you, Mark, I know about beef. All right.
You know about beef?
That's what we got around here. We got beef.
Okay.
We got beef cattle and we got beef. We got beef.
He got the beef.
That Logan Hall, he know about the beef.
He knows about the beef. He does.
I ain't sure about no Mexican chimichurri sauce on it because the beef is good. Yeah. We have beef and beef and beef, except during breakfast. Breakfast, we have pancakes, eggs, and bacon.
Yes, and bacon.
Yeah. Don't be letting me find anybody eating none of that fake bacon either. That there's Yankee influences. Don't be eating no fake bacon.
No faking bacon.
No.
No turkey bacon.
You gotta a sampling of it's about half pound. That's where you start.
Okay.
Half pound. Yeah.
All right. I just dropped the link to Logan's channel where he does the grill streams, and he's got, it looked like, hold on, let me go back to it. It looks like he was at 96 subscribers. Let's get Logan to 100 subscribers. So I think there's 4 of you out there that can subscribe to the Logan Hall channel and enjoy some quality grill streaming. Let's at least get 4. Get the guy to 100. It's a good stream.
Yeah, and Logan Hall, you want to come down here Texas way? I help you pick out the beef.
There you go.
I'll show you which one's got the good meat, which one's the fat lazy cow.
Okay.
Don't eat no fat lazy cow. You know what? We sell that fat lazy cow. We sell that to people up in Boston because they don't know nothing about no meat up there. They eat all that fish and chowder shit.
So Brian, Radtime wants to know if, Cowboy Richard. Radtime wants to know if you were Brian.
I don't know that feller.
Well, it's that feller's a she, I believe. So,
no, I don't know that. I don't know no Brian.
Oh, you don't know Brian? Oh, okay.
No.
So you know Radtime, but not Brian. We haven't seen Radtime in a while. So
I don't know no Radtime neither. Didn't see that in the Bible this morning.
No.
No.
Logan Hall says he will take you up on that, Mr. Cowboy.
Yeah, just don't be coming on a Sunday, especially during football season, because it's all Cowboys down here. Cowboys all the way.
Yuck! That must be horrible for you.
Well, look at you. Can't trust nobody whose team name is Steelers.
It's
Steelers. That's like cattle rustler. We just shoot them.
No. It's STEE, not EA.
Hey, you spell it potato. I spell it potato. All right.
It's steel, like steel workers, steel mills.
You wrestle up the workers and steal them. That's like Sancho Panza down here.
Well, I don't know. What would you think about this bracelet though on a Omega 300M there, Cowboy Richard?
Well, let me tell you, Mark. Down here, once you get yourself a big spread, a big piece of acreage,
Okay.
Not like one of your northern farms up there. You got, down here, once you get yourself 2,000-3,000 acres, I think y'all call that a county.
A what?
I think y'all call that a county. We call it a farm. 2,000-3,000.
So like I live in Allegheny County.
Yeah. So once you get yourself 2,000-3,000 acres, then you got yourself a couple pickup trucks. You don't care nothing about how they look. They're just work trucks.
Well, they need to be Rams.
But on Sunday,
mm-hmm.
You put on your Sunday best. You hop yourself into that big Cadillac. Of course, you got the horns up on the front. The hood horns. Yeah,
got the horns.
Yeah. The hood horns. I groomed that one on that bull, and then I put his head right there on the hood.
There you go.
And then once you do that, you get yourself a Rolex. You don't go with none of these foreign things like these Omegas. You go with a Rolex. That's Rolex. That right there. That's a real Cowboys watch. Yeah. You
said Omega like you're dude. Are you showing us cars?
Dude, you want to see some cars? I got some
cars.
I
want to see some cars. I love cars.
We got some Aston Martins here today. Good morning, Brian. How you doing?
Everybody, this is Tan from the Car Show. I saw your IG post that you were doing something today.
Yeah, I'm still here. We got a Gen 1 NSX. I don't know if you
That
like it. Also,
that is an underrated, really cool car.
coolest plate right here, no Rari.
Yeah,
Check it out. So he's got a bit of mods on this car there, Mark.
very nice.
Very cool. We've got a Corvette for Brian because he's always going to complain, oh, you're only showing like European shitters. So we got some domestic life here. Got an
Very nice.
R35 GTR.
Oh wow,
Yeah, we've got a F80 M3. We've got this is like I don't know if this is a I don't know if
whoa!
this is I don't know if this is an original, if it's a kit car. Jag.
It's cool looking though. Look at
Got
the
a bunch-
lines on that thing.
Yeah, we got a bunch of Porsches, a lot of Porsches.
Yeah,
I'll walk you through a few. I think this is a GT3 Touring. Right
very
here.
cool.
Yeah, you can see the Touring by the little Touring right here.
Nice.
GT3 Touring. Got my
Oh.
buddy's 991.1
That's beautiful.
Porsche, and my friend has beautiful HRE wheels.
Look at those wheels.
I haven't
car
seen
is
him in like 2 years. I don't know where he's been. Beautiful HRE wheels.
that car is gorgeous.
It's my buddy's Huracan.
Nice.
We can show you all the plates we run here. He's got the Lawling plate. Obviously, you got Huracan. Boy, as usual. Some classic Porsche showing up.
Nice.
Got C8. C8. I'll show you my buddy's GT3 RS as well.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's got magnesium wheels on this. Check this out.
Wow.
Beautiful magnesium wheels.
How are the magnesium wheels with the heat? Like if you drove that more regular?
Honestly, Porsche on the GT3 RSs has magnesium wheels out of box. Like they
Okay.
sell them. They're just a super expensive option there,
Yeah.
Mark. But this guy's he's redone the decals on it, so he's made it all like white. And
Yeah.
even the GT3 RS decal on the back. He's got the Porsche on the wing, obviously,
Nice.
and the GT3 RS. He's got a YouTube channel, by the way, 911 thing. He's a good friend of mine.
Cool.
Check him
Check
out.
them out, guys.
Yeah.
I got a little magnesium. The doctor told me to take that for my hip, make me sleep good.
There you go.
There you go. But yeah, guys, just hanging out at the car meets. So I thought I'd show you guys a couple cars. Wanted to annoy Brian with a bunch of these import cars because Brian's always busting my balls about it. So.
Hey, Felipe there. Let me ask you this, because I don't see no car here where you can do the magic in the back seat while you're at the drive-in theater.
There's none that you can put magic on the back seat, right? You got the BMW, all the crackle tunes showing up too.
There you go.
Yeah, boys, just hanging out. Car meets.
Very
Now it
cool.
is Sunday morning. I saw you guys were live, so I thought I'd show a little bit of cars.
I appreciate it.
That's how it was. And look, I'll probably be home in a bit, so I'll probably catch you when you're still on there, Mark.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
No, thanks for having me, guys. Talk to you guys in a bit.
All right.
See ya.
See you, Tan. Very cool. Oh, geez. Nobody wants to see that.
Mark, I don't think that fella was American.
You think he might be one of those Canadian guys?
He got the Felipe on the end there, the E. That might be a Frenchie.
Ah. You never know. You never know. Very cool. Love the car shows. Love cars, obviously. Rad Time says, I think we need to pass the spittoon to the cowboy. Sounds like you're indulging in the dip.
Well, let me tell you something there, Red Time. You're right. I do got the dip in because, you go to church, you can't be smoking in the church. But I don't spit. I swallow.
Well, there you go. Did not see that coming. Sunday fun days, says Evan G. Absolutely. Sundays are again fun days. I'm going to drop the link again. Please, let's get some. We need some upvotes for this show, and we need to get some people to subscribe to Logan's Grill Stream. Because if you ever were curious about grilling anything, he can do it for you. He will make sure that your grilling is amazing. Just by virtue of his talents, and he's got the coolest equipment. He's got like cool grills and eggs and thermometers and you name it. It's going on over there. Logan's, I think it's just called Logan Hall. Yeah, Logan Hall here. Oh, sure.
That's the name of a place I stayed at one time. Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I slept at a Logan Hall one time.
Yeah.
All right, Mark, I got to get going here. We got a little bit of work to do because, ranch day, Sunday don't matter. I always got something to do. Yeah. I got to make sure them Steelers don't come down here and try to wrestle my cows.
Johnny O says Cowboy Dick needs to meet Donnie Donuts after that swallow comment.
Yeah, I heard about that. All right, y'all have a good one. God bless you. See you. Bye.
See you, Barrett. The cowboy. Who doesn't love Cowboy Richard today? JT Harry reminding him to get along. Very nice. So yeah, please subscribe to Logan Hall's thing. It's a good show. And it's informative. We'll go back to breakfast here for a second. We made the Filipino sea log with corned beef for breakfast this morning. BW, whose wife is Filipina, said that she enjoys the corned beef sea log, and that evidently I did I made a fair accounting of the dish. I want to thank Sam, the cooking guy, for giving me the idea. And I did not make it with the spam like he did. He likes the spam. Evidently, Evan G is having pizza day. Are you making pizza? He won't be streaming it because he's having guests over. No. Mocha Loco is a hamburger. So Mocha Loco is white rice, hamburger, brown gravy, egg. Maybe mushrooms in the gravy. That's a Hawaiian dish. Sea log, you start by toasting garlic in oil. Then you separate the garlic and the oil, and you start toasting your rice a little bit, day-old rice, in the garlic oil. Then you add in the crispy bits, most of the crispy bits. You want to save a little bit for a topping. Let that cook through. And then take the rest of the oil, the garlic oil that you made, and that's what you fry your meat in. And you make a little spot, put a little butter down, fry your egg, rice, meat, egg, scallions, crispy garlic bits, and your boom. Whoa! I never even thought of that. So Evan's gonna cook up pizza on the big green egg. I'm very curious to see how that comes out. At least I know you can't stream it because you're gonna have guests. Get a couple pictures of that pie. I'm very curious, especially how the underside of the crust comes out, because that's really what makes or breaks a pizza. I always thought. But Mocha Loco is on the horizon. I believe we're going to do some corned beef hash this week since I have leftover corned beef. I picked up some ham steaks, and I want to make ham steaks with a traditional red-eye gravy and grits. I'm looking forward to it. BW says grilled pizza is a big thing in Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah, Rhode Island. Don't blink. You'll miss it. Because you have a pizza stone, but I might get pizza steel. I've heard they make better crust. Okay. Yeah, I've heard that too. My old boss at the other place I worked, he was a pizza-holic, and his kids were pizza-holics, and his wife was a pizza-holic, and he bought one of those really expensive pizza, the fired up pizza oven gets up to like 700 degrees or whatever, 800 degrees. So I'm curious to see how the big green egg does. But that's good stuff. BW says, I have a steel, works great, but takes forever to heat up. I would imagine it would take longer for that to heat up. That's part of the key, I think, to cooking a good pizza is the oven and the heat. And I think, Brian, that's why a lot of your best pizza places have really old pizza ovens.
You know what? If you come to Walt Disney World,
yes,
I will tell you, there are 2 places on the entire property to eat pizza. The rest of them, stay the hell away. I don't care if it's free. Stay away.
okay.
Some of the worst pizza I've ever put in my mouth is in a Disney park. Ugh.
Yeah.
It would have been better had they just melted some Velveeta, put some ketchup on some cardboard, and served it.
Ooh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, well, terrible stuff.
Based on some of the egg cooking I've seen on the whatever they're calling that channel now, the Colony Community, I would think that is a pizza of choice for some of those people.
Yeah, can we? I thought we should change the name of the Colony Community. That's kind of like the calamity.
Calamity.
Yeah.
Evan says the steel, when fully up to temp, stays up to temp, and that's a key to a good crust. That's true because the stones will lose their heat a little faster. I would think in the big green egg though, it might hold that heat better. I'm very curious about this. Very curious. Because I love a good pizza, and it's like I said, so much of it is about the crust. I mean, there are people that mess with the sauce too much. I mean, it's very, very simple, basic sauce for pizza. Good quality cheese, good quality veggies or meats always make for a better pizza. But
And fresh pineapples put on halfway through the pizza making.
I'm sorry, it must have been a glitch. Because when you said pineapple,
How to get banned on the Lucha Mark channel? Say pineapple on pizza.
I just got the channel back, and now you're trying to get them to cancel me again. Oh man, homemade. Oh, sourdough crust. He even milled the flour himself. That is an Evan G thing to do. Yeah, VW. It's 100% about the crust. Really, really is key. That's Dave Portnoy is not always my favorite guy, the Barstool guy, but he is right about when he does his one bite pizza reviews. When he picks it up, you don't want flop. You don't want it to be too hard, but you don't want it to be real floppy. It's got to have a good, crisp on the bottom without being burned. It's not easy to do. I miss Looking Glass because I'm curious what's going on with his daughter's pizzeria. But yeah, that's definitely a key. If I had land to grow wheat, I would. I believe you. I do not doubt that for a moment. But yeah, it's a tricky thing to get that right sometimes. Once you get it and you're good at it, it's perfect. It's easy. It's just getting to that point, But I'm curious how the green egg works out for this because it should be pretty good, I would think. I just never really thought of it. I use the burner on my grill to fry things a lot. that would be Lucha's cooking tip of the day. If you need to fry something where you need a lot of oil and it's a lot of splatter, cook it on the side burner on your grill. Put a thermometer in there and make sure you got the even temperature, and let all the mess be outside rather than in your kitchen. And that's your Lucha tip for the day on frying things. What do you think of my Filipino sea log there, Brian?
Solama Po.
There you go. Evan brought up Mocha Loco, which I am going to make one of these weeks. I was actually looking at a couple recipes. And actually, I was thinking if I made a Mocha Loco and I did this garlic oil rice with it, it might add a little layer of flavor to it. It really wasn't that hard to do. I actually overcooked the garlic just a hair because, boy, even after you're straining it, it's still cooking pretty good. So, but it came out really well. Would you grow your own wheat, Brian?
Weed? Huh? Wheat. No, because then you got to mush it up and do all that stuff to turn it into flour to bake bread with it.
Ah.
If I could get a bread tree that just grew like little loaves of sourdough and stuff
A
like
bread tree.
Right?
That would be awesome. Who wouldn't want a bread tree in their house?
Oh, big breakfast news around here. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Went to our little farmer's market yesterday.
Okay.
And the guy got in a shipment of a smaller, almost organic. He called it almost organic. You can't call it truly organic because it's almost organic.
Okay.
Costa Rican bananas.
Ooh.
And he looked at me and he said, just buy 5 or 6 because they won't last that long. But boy, are they good. Yeah. And instead of being, like the 14-inch long big things that you see in the stores all the time, or the 12, they're like 7, 8 inches long, and they're
Yeah.
So that interrupted my 2 cups of coffee and 3 smokes. I had 1 cup of coffee, 2 smokes, and then a little banana.
Ah, very nice.
Now I'm working on my 2nd cup of coffee.
Now your 2nd cup of coffee.
Yeah.
That's fun. I did to do a little bit of rearranging in the room today, my bedroom, and get a new. I have a new mattress and box springs coming.
Yeah, I almost commented What'd you do? Have a visitor and you broke it?
No, I did not break it in the fun way. It just broke. It was old and broke. I thought the mattress is old. I thought, I wasn't comfortable. I felt like it was leaning, and then a couple days later, it just finally went. You see what I made last night?
Nobody cares about last night.
Really? Because it was delicious. So while Logan was doing his chimichurri sauce, I managed to make. I mixed, formed, baked, took pictures of, posted pictures of, and ate my meatloaf. And I made a mushroom gravy to go with it.
All that after a hard day of work of making people buy Jeeps.
Yes, we had a good day yesterday too, so I was excited.
Hey, do a lot of people come to buy cars on Friday the 13th?
Well, so funny thing, no one came to buy a car today. I guess on Friday the 13th this month. It was dead. It was really dead. And I was like, is this because it's Friday the 13th? We had a real good day yesterday, but Friday stunk.
So did Saturday the 14th make up for Friday the 13th?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah,
we needed Saturday the 14th after Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the meatloaf. However, was delicious.
When I lived in Vegas, Friday the 13th was a very popular day for people to get married on. All the wedding chapels would book up for Friday the 13th.
Huh.
Yeah, you had to book them in advance.
Okay. So I made a ketchup-based barbecue sauce that I cooked this in with on the outside. Which really came out good. That was
Ketchup based. I know a guy from Kansas City that would like that.
see. Speaking of Kansas City, and he received them. I had collected a bunch of ducks for Double Crown's Jeep for his Rubicon, because we, different holidays, different seasons, we'll get different rubber ducks in for the Jeeps to give out. So I was grabbing them, and so I put a bunch of them aside, and I told him, I'm like, I have these ducks for you. I need your new address, blah blah blah. And because I'd sent them somewhere around Christmas. Well, I lost them. I couldn't remember where I put them. And where I put them was the weirdest thing. So we have like a little kitchen at the dealership. So when I bring in my leftovers, I can wash my stuff. You know what I mean? My containers. So, and then because I can wash them, I don't take them home every night. Once every week or two, I take them home because they're already clean. And I had a bag of those, and I'd thrown the ducks into a bag with some containers, and I found them the other day under my desk. I was like, oh shit, that's where those ducks are. So he did send me a picture that he did receive the ducks, and I sent him a little gift for Mathis as well. So next time he sees Mathis can have a little gift as well. But be sure to turn on notifications. You can watch past live streams under the live tab on Logan Hall. Where are we at? Oh, we need to go look at see where we're at here on the Logan Hall Girl Stream channel. 97. I need 3 more of you guys to subscribe to Logan Hall that haven't done so yet.
Hang on, let me log into all my troll accounts.
There we go.
What is my password for Cam's only pubic hair?
Ah.
Can't remember that one.
It's not Pube1 with a capital P?
No. I think it's more found.
If you want to know, if you ever want to see good quality cooking, the actual, I always joke, I just do the end result. But it was really good stuff. I also, I forgot to tell you guys this, or show you guys this. I made this. I made a Tuscan Poposo the other day. You remember I told you I had leftover polenta. And so I took that, I used that leftover polenta, and I made an Italian beef stew, pepper beef stew, Poposo. Now I add untraditionally added some mushrooms and a little bit of onion to it just because I had them left over, and I'm like, well, it's stew. At the end of the day, it's basically a stew. But basically, you braise your meat, you crush up peppercorn. I used white pepper, ground pepper, and crushed peppercorns, and you braise the meat, and then you deglaze the pan with a little bit of Chianti. Then you pour, you get all those bits off the bottom, and then you just pour the rest of the bottle of Chianti in there and let it. I cooked it covered for an hour, and then 2 hours uncovered, and it reduced into what you see there on the screen, which was just an amazing stew. I used chuck roast, which is a little, so that's why you want to cook it down for so long, because it cooks the alcohol out, and it tenderizes that meat. It was so good. I had enough left over for a couple lunches. Oh,
I so wish. Why am I burping?
You so wish what?
I so wish Cowboy Dick was here when you said polenta.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, you were getting a phone call.
I was.
That's the original mattress factory calling to say that Mark's new mattress is ready.
That was
However,
no.
after the way he treated the last one, they will not be giving him the 5-year warranty.
That was actually my friend Jennifer in Orlando, and then she texted after that. She's like, "I forgot you were doing your show."
Huh? See?
Just call and say hi.
Calling to make sure the new mattress is on the way.
Yeah, see how you get. That's mean.
Oh,
Anne's a great friend.
yes, she is.
I can't wait. So I do need to talk to her because I need to plan a little few days off to come down there. And since she lives in Orlando, you live in Orlando. Mathis doesn't live that far. I don't know if Mathis is talking to me anymore. I mean, a little harsh on the Colony guys. But that's, whoever else might be around.
BW is nearby, although
Yeah.
north.
Oh yeah, BW's around. Yeah, BW. I love BW. I love his watch collection. And then I love that his wife is Filipino and liked my breakfast and likes corned beef sea log. He's gaining points as we go. Whoa, what was that? What you got going on there, Brian?
Oh, did that come through on the audio?
Yeah.
That was a text that came through.
Ah.
And it's not supposed to.
Yeah.
Did it sound like a train whistle?
No, it was. I've heard your train whistle go off before. BW says it was Brian's stomach. From those bananas.
Weird.
It says bananas acting up on you.
It's a combination of hot black coffee and bananas.
Yes. So if you're ever looking for, you could probably do this in a crock pot, this pupuso as well. You need to sear the meat first, but after that, you could probably just throw it in the crock pot with the pan drippings and the Chianti and let it cook that way if you want. But it's the key is that it's basically meat, some oil, peppercorns, pepper. Like I said, I also threw in some white pepper since I had some, and a bottle of Chianti. I got a mid-range bottle. Nothing great because I'm cooking, and it's cooking for a long time. So you don't want anything super cheap, but it doesn't need to be super expensive either. But that is a delicious meal. I recommend that one highly. I still have this, Brian.
Yay! That's the only time you'll hear me really yay for that certain brand.
For that brand. Yeah, still have that. I wore it the other day.
Did you wear it on Friday the 13th and that's why you didn't sell any Jeeps?
No, I think I wore it on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it was Friday the 13th. What's the date on it? Hold on.
Well, with a watch like that, you wouldn't know because there's no date.
It's a true story. Maybe it was Friday. So it was 2 days ago. Yeah. Maybe it was Friday the 13th I wore it. Actually, you know what? I think it was Friday the 13th I wore it. Bum, 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 bum. Great watch. I just don't wear it very often. Makes me wonder. Sort of like Led Zeppelin. What do you got going on there? You still doing your plans for your show, your big pipe party?
Yeah, I did a lot of work on it yesterday. I was crippled last night.
Yeah.
The time I went to bed after sitting and staring at spreadsheets and websites for 9-10 hours. and then tonight get to babysit.
Oh, nice.
I will probably get spit up on.
Well, I mean, that comes with the territory, but
Yeah.
Still fun, still good, still.
Yep.
It's grandbaby. We only got 15 upvotes. Come on, guys, we're lagging behind. Although we do only have 15 people watching.
Oh wow! When I was logged into all my troll accounts, I should have upvoted for you, but
Yeah. What the heck? So one of the things that, because I canceled for a couple of weeks, the show has actually gotten a little smaller again, a little more manageable. So you do have.
well, you got a little competition on right now too.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Can't say,
Can't say.
but he might normally be in New York, and now he's not in New York.
OC?
No,
Oh, I have no idea.
right genre.
Huh?
Right genre.
Right genre? Okay. Tim?
Yeah.
Oh. I haven't watched, aside from seeing some stuff on Curly, if I watch like a Mookie show or something, I just haven't paid attention to that guy at all. I just really haven't. It's a shame. I would have thought that we were friends.
Yeah.
Dirk Diggler. Oh, Dirk Diglock. It says, I'll get all my troll accounts to upvote. Thank you, sir. We do appreciate that.
Oh my! You're gonna have like 112 upvotes pretty soon.
I accept anyone's troll accounts for upvotes. Yeah, I haven't paid attention. I just, the way that all went down was just put a bad taste in my mouth, and I just stayed away. So I don't wish.
I had a fun battle with PayPal.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Why?
I had one of so all the attendees for my event. I try to get most of them to pay in advance through PayPal.
Okay.
And one of the attendees, his wife didn't recognize the charge on her credit card, 5 weeks later.
Yeah.
So she disputed it with PayPal, or disputed it with her credit card. And because that went through PayPal and there was a dispute, PayPal put a hold on my PayPal account because I was getting a charge back against it.
Oh, shit. That sucks.
So it froze up my PayPal for about 3 days.
Okay.
And so now I'm getting caught up from that.
I
don't know if we lost any payments or anything, but it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
People will just show up and pay. Or they'll email me or message me on one of these social medias going, well, I tried to use the PayPal, but it said you're unverified.
Oh, man, that stinks.
Yeah.
Mr. G! What's up, Mr. G? That's the other trip I need to plan. I need to plan another Philly trip. Go out and see Mr. G. One of the nicest people you ever meet. Jim, have you met Mr. G?
Was G in Vegas? Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah, just a good, down to earth, good dude. Just met him a couple times in Philly. It's, 3.5 hour drive from here, and just a good dude. And yeah, I need to get back out there. And there's better, just to even go look at watch stores and experience stuff. There's a lot more to see in Philadelphia than Pittsburgh. We've been taunted with a Watches of Switzerland opening, but it has not happened. Mr. G says, yes, I met Brian, one of the tallest guys I ever met.
In the land of midgets, the 6-footer is a giant.
That's how I feel. I felt good to meet Evan last time I was in Philly, so since I didn't have to carry the torch as being the tallest guy.
Yeah. every time there was any kind of a group picture, I was like, well, guess I'm going in the back row.
To the back row.
In the back. And when I first met Diego, I put my arms around him, picked him up. He got a nosebleed from the altitude.
It happens. Mr. G says, yes, I met Brian, one of the tallest guys ever. And Logan says, Mr. G was a party animal in Vegas. Look out. There probably should be some sort of other Vegas trip, I guess. I don't know. You guys tell me. Vegas is just such a good place for me. Like, that's why you do your pipe thing there. It's just, there's so much for, even when you're not part of the greater group, there's just so much to do there and experience. And
so if you look at our group of people and you think that we're all kind of nerdy and geeky,
yes,
in short, the average pipe smoker going to Vegas is like dropping off an Amish person in the middle of Times Square. In fact, in some cases, it hurts the event because it is in Las Vegas and because so many pipe smokers are so kind of introverted, conservative, boring, still wearing clothes out of the last J.C. Penney catalog.
Oh, wow.
And so it does kind of hurt the event that it's there.
Oh, man. I like Vegas. I always have a good time when I'm in Vegas.
Yeah, imagine, Mark, two nuns walk into your dealership and want to buy a Jeep. That's like pipe smokers going to Vegas.
Well, nuns do buy cars for the stuff. Not so much Jeeps, but when I was at Subaru, we had they bought a couple Foresters it was a Forester and an Outback. It was two different ones for transporting people around and stuff.
Yeah,
But they got to drive as well.
oh,
Yes, Brad Time says nuns need reliable transportation. Exactly. I 100% concur. So, Brian, did you hear me, the blasphemy that I said earlier?
that Steelers suck and you want them to lose?
Well, it would be nice to have one really bad season just to get some better draft picks. Now, the part where I said that aside from the bracelet, if you're talking just the case, the finishing, and the dial and the movement, I think this is a better watch than a Submariner.
Aside from everything except for the hands and the dial.
You don't like the dial? I love that dial.
Well, what did you say? Aside from the case, and the bracelet.
So the bracelet, I would give to Rolex.
Yes.
Everything else, I think, you could maybe say the helium escape valve because I know that's polarizing for some people. But the ceramic dial, the little touch of red, the polishing on the lyre lugs, the polishing on the mid case, the brush polish mix, the movement itself. I think the coaxial movement's better than it's just a better in general. I think that aside from the bracelet, I think this is a better watch.
I will say that the movement is better.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that the case design is really freaking tired. And the only thing that makes the case design look good is that it's attached to that absolutely shitty ass bracelet.
I do hate the bracelet is actually very comfortable, but it looks wise, it leaves a little bit to be desired, and it has no taper.
Yeah. and I do not like the scalloping on the bezel. I think the way the bezel is scalloped makes it kind of slippery sometimes if you're trying to grab it and rotate it.
Fair.
Other
How about
than
the
that,
guys in the chat? What do you think of my assertion?
Mark has a nice assertion
Mm.
that
What do
breaks beds after 25 years.
Yes. One of my best qualities. I need to decide if I want to get all new bedroom furniture.
No, don't do that. Then you'd have to sell. You'd have to sell a watch or something.
Yeah, and I'm old.
Yeah. And Sherman doesn't care what the furniture looks like.
No, Sherman doesn't care what anything looks like.
No.
That dude loves everything. Oh, he's so cute this morning. He is adorable. Frank Cannon says those skeleton hands are hideous. Never seen Frank.
Yeah.
He does not like the skeleton hands. Now, I will say on some of the models, they are worse and harder to read. On the white with the black, they're actually not that bad. Like when I was considering the green one wasn't nearly as easy to read or as eye-catching of a dial and handset.
Pull up an image of the 1990s era broadsword hands and just compare them to those shithole skeleton hands that you got on there. And hopefully I didn't bias the judges.
Well, yeah. Why do these have skeleton hands? I need one. Why did this show me all skeleton? Rat bastards. Would that be like the original Brosnan?
Yeah. From the Pierce Brosnan era. Blue, the electric blue wave.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem with those old broadsword hands is that eventually the loom falls out and you have skeleton hands. But
yeah. Hold on. See, these are skeleton hands too, though.
That's dumb. That's Dumule Craig.
Yeah, but here's what they're saying is the Brosnan here on the left.
No.
I know which one you're talking about. I don't know why I can't find a picture. Let's go over to. They all have freaking skeleton hands. When did they start with the skeleton hands?
I'll find a picture of the one that I owned.
Yeah.
Although it was a fake one because it was on titanium.
Ah.
It was a real made by Omega, but it was on titanium.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder why it gave me a bunch of Speedmasters. It auto-populated.
Here we go.
That's the one I had in the big picture.
Right here? This is the black one.
I had the blue one.
Yeah. But those are the hands. Yeah, those hands are better. I'm not going to argue that.
We'll get you a link to. Oh, there's one on eBay for $2,500.
Original OC reminding everyone that Lucha is back and that I have quit social media and come back more times than TPG. Sunday streams are back. Yes, we didn't have a blackout. And Dewey's in the chat. Good to see Dewey in the chat.
Mark, do you have any examples of your jailhouse artwork that you were doing?
No, I didn't. I
Oh.
cannot draw. I can absolutely am not artistic in any way, shape, and or form. And I don't pretend. So yeah, those hands are definitely better. For those of you just joining, though, we will show breakfast again. Boom, we went Filipino. We made a sea log, corned
Private
beef
jet.
sea log,
Private
delicious.
Private jet.
Private jet, private jet,
Private jet. Private jet. Shh.
Shh. There it is. Yeah, that's a classic look.
Look at how beautiful those hands are.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Hold on, why is this? I don't want advertisement.
Now, for about 3 minutes each hour, you can't tell what the date is, but
Yeah. The one thing I like about the newer iteration, I prefer the date at 6, and I prefer the ceramic dial. But I do like those hands. I wish they would come back with those hands and a new bracelet.
yeah. But that bracelet was designed in 1982, and it's
Huh?
sexy then either.
Look, I was designed further back than that. I'm still going.
Yeah.
Logan Hall says, Andui, great guy, confirmed. OC, on the other hand, not confirmed. Uh-oh. Look out. But again, I'm looking for 3 or 4 more people to subscribe to Logan Hall. Let me go. I think I still have the link in here. Hold on. Click this link. We want to get him over 100 subscribers to watch the Logan Hall grill streams. Entertaining and informative and cool gadgets. So please, let's get him over 100. Let's see. On the other hand, OC has manipulated more people to quit social media than any personality in the community. He is the master manipulator, I guess you can say. That's the rumor, anyway. I don't see it. I've met OC. OC's a good guy in person. And so no, I don't. I don't subscribe to that. I think he does a lot for the watch community, the greater watch community. And you can look at some things and say, "Oh, should he have done this or that?" Well, I think if you were to look at the balance, the scales of justice, he does far more good for the people in the community than bad. And honestly, if there's any bad, it's really not OC bad. It's more him trying to help other people. So that's where I would stand on that. He says that's exactly what someone who has been manipulated would say. See? You just don't know. You just don't know. But if you need to get a narrative out there, you want to get OC on top of that. He's a wordsmith with that type of thing.
I have now come to the realization that OC is actually from Orange County and not from Riverside County, and I've been wrong all along.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this true, or is this just speculation? Are there facts?
Define truth.
Well,
It's what I believe, what I feel in my heart. Therefore, it is truth to me.
okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We got Otto in the chat. Hi, Otto. How are you? He says, "Hey, Lucha. Hey, Pipe. Hope you're both doing well. Hope you're doing well, sir." He says, "Never Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange." Every time someone says Orange County to me, I know a lot of people will think of like Orange County choppers. That's not what I think of. I think of the Dragnet movie starring Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks when they were doing the ritual, and the head guy, they were going to sacrifice the Virgin Connie Swain, I think was her name. And the last line, he's giving this like whole like blah 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 speech, like a curse or an incantation or something like that. And he's and at the very end he goes, "From Orange County, here we go." Connie Swale. Thank you, JT Harry. Connie Swale, the Virgin Connie Swale. That was a great movie. That underrated movie. Auto reminding everyone to upvote. JT reminding us that it was the Virgin Connie Swale. Yeah, that was a fun movie. I liked it. I remember being in Los Angeles when that movie was either about to come out or had just come out, because there were posters everywhere for it. It was a big thing.
My truth came to me when I finally accepted that when OC and I were teenagers, we did have that one night that I really don't want to discuss at the Irvine Meadows Amphitheater.
Okay.
It was a Bon Jovi concert at Irvine Meadows, and we were both underage, and there was drinking, and
what?
I'm still not comfortable with what happened, but yeah, I'm okay.
Shocked to hear that.
Yeah.
We're up to 26 upvotes. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Apparently, we're running against the Timster. So appreciate anybody who comes over and says hello. OC's in the chat. I will say that I came to a decision, OC, and I don't know if you're going to approve of what I decided. I decided I was going back through some classic metal songs and albums and playlists and different stuff, and I came to a realization. I believe the greatest heavy metal song of all time was on Judas Priest's British Steel album, and that the song is called Rapid Fire. There's a lot of live versions of it. Some when Rob is older, they're not quite as good as the studio version. He said, "Stop." It's the greatest metal song ever. Rapid Fire. Guys, listen to it. Find it on YouTube. Give it a listen. The studio version's better just because you can hear his voice clearer, and his he's not as old. Yeah, back when he's younger, obviously. I mean, this guy's been playing for over 50 years. He said, "Just stop."
If I had keys to your channel right now, you would see me remove myself from this. Go somewhere in the house, scream, and then come back and try to correct you and fix you and help you.
Just fix me. Like I said, I was just going through a bunch of the old stuff, and I was like, "Damn, that's a good song. It's a great metal song," And it was kind of pre-New Album. New Album would be like the rebirth of heavy metal. New Album is the new wave of British heavy metal, and it was kind of prior to that, the British Steel album, before you had all your Iron Maidens and Saxons and everyone coming across, invading the U.S. with their heavy metal. But Rapid Fire is an amazing metal song. It's fucking great. And there's he says in the car picking up a mocha frap for Mrs. OC, but if you're trying to bait me, it's working.
Have you heard? I think my favorite Judas Priest song is their cover of Johnny Be Good.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. My favorite cover of theirs is Diamonds and Rust.
Wow. I'm sorry. After they did Hellbent for Leather, I was like out because I knew what that meant.
Oh man, they closed every. That was the encore song. Every time I've seen them, he comes riding out on the Harley, and they do Hellbent for Leather.
I was never a big Judas Priest fan.
Delivering the Goods is a better song off that album.
Never got into Iron Maiden.
See, if I had keys to this channel, I'd mute you.
Here, wait, let me help you. I can mute myself.
Iron Maiden, you have to listen to Iron Maiden. OC was listening to Headed Out the Highway and Electric Eye. Yeah, those are great songs too. Those are great. I will tell you, Desert Plains, my favorite song off that album. I love that song. But as far as a pure heavy metal song, look, the first lyric is pounding the world like a battering ram. It doesn't get more metal than that. Once More Into the Breach points out that the Green Man Unleashed is a great Judas Priest song as well. Yeah. Unleashed in the East, the live album, it was kind of pre a lot of the super popular Judas Priest songs. So it has a lot of really cool songs on it, like Victim of Changes and Sinner and Green Man Unleashed and stuff like that. It was recorded in Japan, and it's a great live album. OC says Priest rules. Yeah, that was a great band. They are a great band. Unleashed His Keys, says Once More in the Beach. Yeah, it's a great album. It really is. It's hard to beat for a live recording. Just even back in the day, that the recording of that live, and that's one of the things that makes and breaks a lot of live albums. I still say my favorite live album of all time. OC, I know you're a Kiss fan, and you're expecting me to say Kiss Alive or Kiss Alive 2. Those are not the greatest live albums ever recorded. Hard rock, and metal albums. No. It's UFO, Strangers in the Night. Whoa. Amazing. Amazing. Once More in the Breach points out The Who live at Leeds, another amazing live recording. Yes. And I've heard the recording of it. I saw them do the tour, but Queensryche, Operation Live Crime, another great one.
I'm going to take a break while you ramble on about this gibberish. I'll be back.
About my rock and roll gibberish. But yeah, my favorite live album, UFO, Strangers in the Night. Check it out, especially Dr. Doctor. Is amazing on that. That version of Dr. Doctor is just amazing. Everything is really good on that. It's just a solid piece. Schenkner was really young when that was recorded, and so Michael Schenker, the brother of the other Schenker with the German first name, Udo. I can't remember. Uli, something like that. I can't remember his name. For the Scorpions guitarist. But he played with UFO, and they were amazing. Rudolph Schenker. That's why I need JT Harry in the chat at all times. He fact checks me. Power Slave, yes, 40th anniversary of Iron Maiden's Power Slave. Excellent. Yeah, I still the best concert I ever went to, and I've talked to this ad nauseum before on the community channel one day. It was Iron Maiden opening for Judas Priest on the Number of the Beast and Screaming for Vengeance tours. What a show. Wow. I mean, just left there going, what did I just experience? Amazing bands. I think Iron Maiden's coming here in the fall. Fall or winter, early winter. I have to look that up. I have to get tickets. I have to get a hold of my old Iron Maiden friends. Go check that out. What would be the best Judas Priest album? While we're on the subject of rock and roll and heavy metal. I mean, Screaming for Vengeance was a powerhouse of an album. Defenders of the Faith was had a couple good songs. I don't know if I liked it as much. Once More into the Breach is British Steel. British Steel is a great album. I tend to say British Steel or Hellbent for Leather. It's one of those two. British Steel probably gets the nod. I just love for that. Oh, Patel Philippe, $5 super chat. Thanks for having me on the stream earlier. Beautiful day to take the car for a rip. I left before the Ferrari riffraff showed up. Always good to get out before the Ferrari riffraff gets there. Thanks for sharing. I love when you guys are out and people show like car shows and stuff like that live. Mathis took us on a Florida car show once. We had Thomas Burnett from Watches and Wonders just popped on live once and started showing us some watches that in some of the cases at Watches and Wonders. Always fun to have little live interludes from people. Thank you so much for that, Patel. We do appreciate it. Like I said, super chats are not, it's not something I need people to do. I have a job, but what I will do with the money is put it back into the show in the ways of we're gonna finish up my studio and get some better equipment. Specifically, I'd like to start with a better camera, start doing some shorts and actual watch videos and stuff. I think that would be fun to do. Nice way to pass some time for me as well. Because I love watches. I love all watches. I want to see your watch. I was Thomas Burnett. I haven't seen him today, but he had a little 3-4 week hiatus from the Escapement show they were back on yesterday, and with the usual crowd plus the ID guy. I got to be a special guest when I had a Saturday off on his show. He always does a nice show. Check out the Escapement show. It's usually every other Saturdays. It's early here in the East Coast because they're doing it out of the UK. It's like 6:30 a.m. So I'll watch for a little bit, then I have to get ready for work, and I'll listen on the way into work. But they were talking some De Bethunes and some kind of odd independent watches yesterday. So get a chance to check out that stream. It was good. Always interesting guys. But he had the ID guy on the show live with him, which is cool. I tried to set up like an ID guy live show stream, but I couldn't get enough people to send me pictures of their watches. So if that's something that you would like to do, let me know. I will always revisit that idea. Myself and Dear Artifact talked about that a lot, trying to get that launched. But we just only got like 4 or 5 watch pictures. I wouldn't take more than that, to do a whole homage to the ID guy show. I think that, but those were fun back in the quarantine days when I still had to go to work, but there was not much going on in between stuff. So I'd watch the ID guy live shows. And it's always fun to see your watches. It's always fun to see your cars. It's always fun to talk heavy metal. And yes, OC, rapid fire. You should, if you're driving, just download it into your iTunes, listen to it, come back on and say, you know what, Mark, you're right. That might be the greatest heavy metal song of all time. Underlooked song. There is a version on YouTube there's a few versions because they've done it since, but there's a version from the 90s where Metallica has Rob Halford come out and do rapid fire with him. And what's unique about it is it's when Rob Halford had left Judas Priest and was singing with his own band, Fight. And you see the difference in the way that he's dressed, in the way that he acts, and the way that he talks compared to the way he is normally with Priest. But it's a great version. It's a great version, and that song has some riffs and some solos and great vocals and great energy. Delivering the Goods is one of my favorite Judas Priest songs, but I don't know that it would be one of the greatest heavy metal songs. Sort of like Hallowed Be Thy Name is my favorite Iron Maiden song, but is it a great metal song? It's a is it The Trooper? Is it The Number of the Beast? Is it some of the faster, edgier songs? Remember Tomorrow is one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs, but I wouldn't consider it a classic metal sound. What's Rapid Fire? I came across. I was like, damn, good song. That is just a good song. Pounding the world like a battering ram. Now you can listen to me sing poorly. I don't know, guys. What do you think of these hands on this Seamaster? Sexy. Now, let's look at that, and then we'll go back and look at this, because there's some things about my dial that I like better as well. So when we look at the dial that Brian has shown us, the hands are better. I would agree. But when you come back, you're going to have a scallop bezel on both. But I prefer... Share this again.
Did you get that super chat there? Because you got super chats, so now you got to pay the fuck attention.
I did, yeah. Patel? Yeah, I got Patel.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Once more reaches. All right, so the most underrated Sabbath album, and it's Sabotage, I think, and Symptom of the Universe is an amazing song with great hooks, great transitions, like 3 distinct parts to it. It's just a fucking great song. It's just a great song. I can't disagree with that. The drumming on that song, amazing. But I would go back if I was going to pick a Sabbath song to represent heavy metal in general. I'm going with War Pigs, and I know it's just such a great song, such a great message, great drumming, great riffs, great vocals. War Pigs for me is just one of the great songs ever written. If you ever want to have fun and go down a rabbit hole, pull up some reaction videos to like kids who've never listened to Black Sabbath before. Not kids per se, but I call them kids because I'm old. But people who've never really been Sabbath fans, go watch them listening to that song, and the reaction videos to that are just great, because they're just like most people are just blown away by that song. Patel Philippe, $5 super chat. One more for Brian and his love for two-tone watches. Brian, do you love two-tone watches?
I think, let me take inventory here for a minute. 1, 2, 3. I have 4 right now. Is that? Yeah.
I guess that would qualify as love.
Yeah. And Tan, listen, I have no problem with car shows. I love British cars. And if my wife, on the way to my wife's funeral, if I'm still able, I will be driving. I've always wanted an Aston Martin DB9.
Yeah.
Hardtop DB9.
Nice. Aston Martin makes beautiful cars. Aston Martin is the rapid fire of cars.
Yeah. I want the DB9. I want the 4-door. It's pretty useless as a 4-door, but I want it.
Yeah.
The 4-seater.
Tan says there's a local guy with a TVR imported with him when he moved here from England. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that 4-seater DB9 is just fantastic.
Patel says he's got a buddy with a DB6, which is really nice. Obviously not a DB5, but still cool. Yeah. It's a great car. Aston Martin makes great looking cars. That's another thing you get to see in Vegas that you don't see as much of in Pittsburgh, is see some cool cars trolling around.
The car scene is pretty good here in Orlando too.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that would make sense.
Yeah, there's a lot more douchebag money here, so you
Yeah.
get a lot more Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini stuff. Yeah.
We have things going against us like weather, potholes, and hills.
And 3 rivers and 18 bridges and 14 tunnels
Yes. A lot of things that can destroy your beautiful car.
and the weather.
And the weather. But not a lot of salt in the air, so you don't get a lot of rust here.
You guys have potholes that in any other place they'd call it a sinkhole.
Yes, it's true. It's true. You can lose a car. Oh, it's definitely. Uh-oh. John!
Good morning. How you doing? Hey, cowboy. What's happening, cowboy? Dick.
Oh no, I've switched.
He's back to Brian the Pipe.
Hey, I wanted to show you a special piece out here that I think you're gonna enjoy, especially Brian, because this is right up his alley as far as
Okay.
vintage goes. He probably when this thing came out, probably he had just started walking. Hold on a second.
All right.
Oh,
Whoa. Daniel,
1938 Bentley.
yeah,
Now tell me what this reminds you of when you see it. I mean, look how gorgeous this is. Look at this.
that's beautiful. Damn.
oh yeah.
Oh, you got the beautiful goggles. Let me turn this thing around so you guys think. Is this better? That's better.
A little
I
better.
mean, yeah. Look at the. It's gorgeous, man. What does this remind you of?
Daniel
Which
Katz.
movie? Which movie?
That's a
Batman.
Batmobile.
Oh, Batman. Oh, wow.
No,
It's got a
no.
Batman back.
You're too young. You don't remember. It reminds me of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Bang, bang. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Am I
Gosh,
right
yeah.
or what?
Oh, yeah.
That's gorgeous. Yeah.
We start talking about old British motor cars and Tickers shows up.
See?
Well, yeah, I need to put you fucking right, don't I?
Hey, GN Ticker, how are you? Here's
Chickers,
another
he's good,
good
thank
old-
you, yes. I'm good.
Here's another good old Ford.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you guys some of the vintage
Hang
cars.
on, let's get some fast stuff. Let's get the fast stuff. Any old Bugattis there?
Bugatti, no,
Yeah,
no,
any
I just got here.
53Cs or something. Let's get some fast
Yeah,
stuff.
this is just a like a neighborhood once a week get together
Well, the
out in
Ferraris are
Woodland
missing at the
Hills.
back there. Isn't there some Ferraris at the back we're missing? The red
Look at this
stuff?
guy. Look at this, guys.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is
Oh,
gorgeous.
wow.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. Well, speed though,
Yeah.
man. Speed.
It's got
Dan
the
wants to know
Yaker.
for,
Let's see what they have. Let's see what they have.
One
Let's go
HP,
down
man.
the-
Let's get the
Yeah.
Get the Ferraris. You had the Ferraris a minute ago.
Yeah,
You
we got
missed
the
them.
Ferraris, but and then we got the beautiful 1950. You got the hot rods. You
Oh,
got
wow.
the lowriders. Look at this here. Look at the
Oh.
gorgeous Bel Air. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
See, when Cowboy Richard was on, that's a back seat where you can have the magic in it.
Yeah.
There you go. And then look at these. There are a bunch of them.
Yeah. Sean,
Look at this.
Tam wants to know if you're taking the BMW 2002 or the Z1.
Actually, today I brought the M5, my M5, and I parked
Oh,
it
okay.
along with the rest of the BMW gathering there. And as soon as I pulled in, some young guy came in with his friend, and they asked, what year is this? My dad had it. I said, yeah, I've had this since August 2022. You're the original owner. I said, yeah. They wanted to get inside, smell it. It goes,
Oh,
it
look at
still
that
smells
Camaro.
like brand new. I said, yeah. Anyway, so here's the rest of the classics there.
Old antiques.
And then these gentlemen, you can tell they know these cars very well.
There.
Yeah.
Damn. Who knows?
And it's perfect. Weather is perfect. It's in the
Yeah.
70s, overcast before the sun breaks through. It's gorgeous.
Whoop. Sean, we kind of lost you. What's up, Tickers? How are you?
I'm all right. How are you, mate?
Oh, good. Gen G says you could put a pool in that back seat. Yes.
You could, yes. I heard you talking about heavy metal before. I thought,
Oh, yeah.
No, too heavy for me. I'm into a bit lighter than heavy metal.
Has a little tough. Sean's back. Oh, is he? He froze again. We got Keselowitz in the chat. Good morning, sir.
Say, Lucio, went to see Blackberry Smoke last night. Have you heard of them?
Blackberry Smoke. No.
You've never heard of Blackberry Smoke?
Never heard of
They're
Blackberry.
American band, and you've been going for 24 years. Damn, 24 years, Southern rock band. You've not heard of them.
Okay. I've not heard of them.
Fucking hell.
Hold on. Here's Sean again.
Sorry about that, guys. My brother
you're
told
good.
me. He just got here, so I told him where I was. So here's for Lucia.
Oh, that's them. That's one of them fucking mental things that the
Rubicon.
Lucio had for sale a few weeks ago.
That's Rubicon.
Fucking. Do you know what? I love shit like that. Absolutely pull your fucking head off and looks normal.
Yep.
Seriously, I love it. It's like a cue car, if you like, something that you wouldn't really run a. You'd see it and you think it's a bit of a hot rod thing. You wouldn't really know what it is, and it just like fucking pull your head off. Fucking stuff like that.
And we got the beautiful Corvettes at the 60s.
60.
Oh, look at this Chevelle.
Look at this Chevelle. Oh, my
Look
God.
at this
Chevelle.
Chevelle.
Oh, an old
Oh
Chevelle.
my God, this is beautiful.
Those
You know,
are
it's funny. When I
fun.
was young man, I didn't care for these, but right now I just love these.
Is that 40? Hold on, is that 427 in that? It's going to be in it.
I have no idea. I'm not a connoisseur of these cars.
If it was a 427, it would probably have a badge. It could be a 396.
It says on the dash. On the dash, it says SS. So
yeah,
it's
probably a 390. Yeah, it's probably a 396 Super Sport.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. It's 390. Okay.
64. It's a 64.
Yeah.
Still pull your fucking head off, even if it's a 396. Yeah. And what? 6.6 litre. Yeah, it still pull your head off. Yeah. Without all the smog shit on it. Yeah.
Oh, I love these preservation survivors. I love these here. I love it.
Those are cool.
I'll look at the license plate, 1951 license plate on it.
So that thing in front of you, that's got some. What's that got in it? I mean, look at that. I mean, that's gonna have something stupid in it.
It's gonna have a big block V8 of some sort in it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a bit. You know what I mean? Like
I'm not
you
sure.
really
sure.
You'd run against that any day of the week. Could you think it's crap and then that just blow your head? Yeah, seriously, that's cool, isn't it?
Blow your hair back.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like cars that like.
Oh, there's Christine. That red one looks like the car from the movie Christine.
Yeah, Edsel, right?
Yeah.
Edsel, is this?
Lucia, do you remember a film called Two Lane Blacktop?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's stuff like that. That thing. Yeah. That looked nothing much, did it? That blue car, but it was like it was like one pink slips all day, didn't it? Yeah. Great film.
Tan says, Tickers, head over to the local Marcus and show us the Vauxhalls.
Oh, Vauxhalls. Oh, fucking hell, Vauxhall. Thanks for putting it, Patel. Thanks for putting us in the right category for us English wankers with cars. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Sean,
I know
keep
the
going
gentleman
straight.
that owns. I know a gentleman that owns this. I haven't seen him. Yes, sir.
Sean, go back. Turn left. Go
Yeah,
straight.
Right
See the
right
little
there.
green
I know. I was
mini?
going to go there.
There we go.
Now
we're talking.
Now we're talking. Well, is
I
that?
guess
Is
it's
that
a
okay?
68.
Hang on. Stop a minute. Can you look at the wheels, please? Can you look at the wheels of the Mini,
Sure,
please?
you got it. Take a look.
Mini lights. Are they proper Mini lights there, or the copies? Do we know? Do they have Mini light written on them, please? Sorry. We're doing a proper Gonzo stream on cars now. Does it say Mini light anywhere?
I don't see any writing.
I don't see
Did
it.
they
It
look?
says JM. I don't know. It's JIL or
Did they look? Oh, yeah, I don't know. They don't look like magnesium, do they? Look like magnesium?
I don't
Proper
think
mineralites
so.
are magnesium alloy. They're worth a fucking fortune. Okay.
Oh, hold on. There's some writing here.
Wolf race, is it?
Look at it.
Right. I don't know that. Yeah, they're probably not. They're probably not a genuine mineralites. I'm just trying to geek out with the genuine mineralites. Sorry. Is it gonna be a Cooper on the back? What's it gonna be? What's the model?
It's a Mini 1000, but I want to show
it's a
you
Mini
guys.
1000. Shit, I'm getting excited over a Mini 1000, guys. I thought it was gonna be a Cooper.
So this is for Brian and I.
Yeah.
But I have
right. That's why. That's why Brian struck for the car. And now we know. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't believe it says doesn't. It should be something that says doesn't.
Yeah. The thing about it, you guys, you know that Brian is younger than me, don't you?
That's
Brian yes,
Brian is younger than me.
Look, John, you were knighted by Queen Victoria, so shut up.
John,
Cobra.
Ken wants to know if the E92 frozen color M3s are a good buy these days.
I think the E9, as a matter of fact, there was a gorgeous white E92 that was parked right. The young man that came and talked to me, actually is the owner of that E92. He just picked it up in April. White one, gorgeous.
Okay.
Picked it up in April, he said, from the one owner, older gentleman in Texas with 30-some thousand miles. Now he's got 42,000 miles. I love those E92s. They got the lightweight V8 that revs high, and it's one of the, in my opinion, it's one of the best V8s that BMW made. Of course, the best V8 is the S62, which is what I have in my M5, which I love, and then the.
Can we have a look at the badge on the Cobra on the side? Does it say 427? Does it say it said 427? It's got a 427 in it. Oh fuck!
Look
but
at
the trouble is it a genuine 427? Is it a genuine Cobra or is it a replica? Do you think?
I'm not a expert on these, so I wouldn't.
Can we have a look at the inside of it? We might get a chance to have a
look.
look.
Look at it. It's got beautiful sight bikes. Look at this.
Oh, did you know what? The inside of that looks proper
gorgeous.
old. So unless it's a kit car, that could be a genuine. That could be a genuine AC Cobra.
That car's gorgeous.
I'm not sure about that, but whether it is or not, it's absolutely gorgeous.
That would pull your fucking head off. That would, seriously.
Yeah. I wanted to show you guys.
57 Chevy, a 57 Corvette. Is that 57 behind you?
Which one?
That one. That red one. No, this one. You missed it. The Corvette.
This one? Yeah.
Is it 57?
56, 57, I think. These are
56, 57.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love these. These are actually, you know what? No, this is a older model, I think.
Oh, older. Right.
Because what Lucha and Brian, didn't the 56s, didn't they have they didn't have this tail end, did they?
Tail lights look different.
Yeah.
No idea.
But this is absolutely gorgeous.
White wall. This is
a Fuelie too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous.
Surely a fuel injection one's going to be a later one, isn't it? Than a 57, surely, with 57 carburetor.
Yeah.
Surely if it's fuel injection, it's going to be later than a 57,
I think so too. I think so too.
Yeah, it would be earlier. Yeah.
This could be just before they went into the quad headlights in the front.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous though.
Oh, Willie's.
Yeah, look at this thing. Beautiful, huh? Look at this thing. It's ready to go. Interesting cars today. Interesting cars.
Yeah.
Oh, that one Mustang there, no, used one.
Just want to say, good to see you. It's been a long time. Yeah. How are you doing? I saw your car from this. I said, you must be around. He's around here. He's never too far. Never too far. You're the original owner, right? No. But you've had a long time. 19 years. 19 years, yeah. You guys see that M3 Roadster? This gentleman here, I'm on live. Do you mind real quick if I put you on live stream on YouTube? I don't care. Yeah. This is the gentleman. I've probably seen him around for the past maybe 15, 16 years, but I haven't been out here for 4 or 5 years. And he's owned that
I'm still
M3.
as good looking as I was then.
Better, man, better, I would say. Like anything quality, it looks better as it ages, right? But anyways, he's taking care of that beautiful Z3M Roadster. So it's great seeing you as always, my friend.
Be well.
All right, you take care. All right. All right. My brother is out here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Sonny. You're live. Guys, this is my brother, Sonny.
Hey,
That's what you got.
what's up? Whoa.
This is a watch community gang. Yeah.
Excellent.
Nice tea right there.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
Sean. Sean,
Yeah.
how come your brother's younger, better looking, and in better shape than you are?
He is younger, and he actually gained some weight.
I did.
That was Cowboy Dick. Anyways, so Sonny, when he was early on, when he was he just graduated from college, he used to live with me. I had a house and the garage and all that, and he picked up what year was your Mach 1?
It was a 69.
69 Mach
Oh.
1 with original 71,000 miles.
It was very low miles.
Very low miles.
70,000 miles. Yeah.
And picked it up from the second owner. The first owner had it, passed away.
Had it for maybe about 3 years.
A second owner had it for 3 years. It was in a garage. When the first owner passed away, it was put in a garage.
The first owner had it for about 3 years, and
Okay.
then the second owner took over since then.
Yeah.
And then it was just sitting in the garage for about 25 years.
Yeah.
Didn't drive it.
Yeah.
So when I went and saw it, the guy opened the garage. There was tars dripped on it from the roof. There was dust. You could even see through the windshield. There was so
But
much
everything
dust.
was original.
It was all original.
Even the sheen on the fabric on the seats still had that beautiful sheen. You know, when the light hit it, it would just sparkle. And so this guy had it flatbedded to our place. So I moved my car out. He put this car there. He himself took the gas tank out, did everything on that thing.
Because it hasn't been started for about 15 years or so. That's what the guy said, about 15, 20 years. We took everything on. We actually hand cracked it, just to move the pistons and everything. So Sean's garage became like a little repair shop.
It was pretty cool. I would come back from work and he would be, burning the candle.
The neighbors were
like
great.
that
I mean, we would be up there till like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning working, have the garage open.
Yeah.
Neighbors didn't
That's
say
awesome.
anything.
Yeah, it was a great. And what did you pick that up, by the way? Let's share that with the gang. How much did you pick it up for?
Oh, I think I only picked it up for about 5,000.
$5,000,
wow.
guys. That's what he paid.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous, and the car was all original paint,
Yeah.
original interior.
Yeah.
It sounded so good, and he did the right mods on it,
Yeah,
and
modified
got the
it,
right
everything.
wheels, exhaust, everything.
I regret selling it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. But when you get married and you have kids, you have to.
Unfortunately, you have
early
to
on.
sacrifice something.
Yeah. If it was now, you wouldn't.
Otherwise, I wouldn't.
No. Anyway,
at all.
my brother, interestingly, from the get-go, he was into big muscle American cars. So anyways, yeah. So here we go. I'm gonna put myself on mute so I can chat with my brother. And if you guys want to keep my camera on, if I come across anything interesting, I'll get you guys some more info. I'm doing Gonzo at a car meet for you guys.
Exactly. Thank you, Sean.
Cool.
All right, guys.
All right.
All right.
Damn. We'll keep the cars on in the background. So there you go. So what's going on, Tickers?
Oh, I'm just a bit tired, guy. I'm pretty tired. Went to a gig last night, so I'm a bit tired. I didn't get much.
Are you a Southern rock guy?
Yeah, really. I was been a blues guy for years, but
Right.
I've kind of morphed into Americana and Southern rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Southern rock always makes me think of obviously Leonard Skinner, the Outlaws.
Allman Brothers.
Allman Brothers. 38.
Recently, Jason Isbell, who's not country really. Jason Isbell is more Southern rock, I think.
38 Special, Molly Hatchet.
Black Crows.
Really? I can't stand the Black Crows.
Sorry?
I can't stand the Black Crows.
Why not?
I just don't like them. They're unappealing.
Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting.
How about Drive-By Truckers?
Drive-By. Yeah, because Drive-By Truckers, Jason Isbell was the guitarist who was in 3 albums of the Drive-By Truckers and probably gave them their biggest hits, like Decoration Day and stuff like that. That was written by Jason Isbell. Wrote Decoration Day 3 days into being in the band, and it's one of their biggest hits. And he still plays it today when he does live.
There you go.
Love the Drive-By Truckers. Yeah.
Mark, Jason Isbell has filed a restraining order against Tickers because of inappropriate love affair.
Yes.
Man, just great music.
Yeah, look at that.
Same Blackberry Smoke. I was right at the front last night for Blackberry Smoke, right at the rail, which is brilliant. I've seen him 4 times now and never that close before, but it's brilliant. Yeah.
Doc Rick in Florida says, what about Tom Petty?
Yeah, Tom Petty's all right. He's a bit. Yeah, I like Tom Petty. I've not got all of his stuff and everything, but some of his stuff is quite. I like Tom Petty. Yeah,
I like his early stuff.
Excuse me. I need to probably go out and get a lot of his stuff. I've got 600 vinyl. I've got to try play some of the stuff I've got.
Although I dated a girl that was a big Tom Petty fan. We went to see him. He was actually really good in concert. That was in the 90s. Orko, good to see you. Once more in the bridge says, used to see Jason Isbell in a bar here in Savannah after he left the DBT.
Wow, yeah. Imagine he was still probably pissed. He had a bad alcohol problem, a massive alcohol problem.
Yeah.
Neil Young as well. I love Neil Young.
Yeah, I've seen him a few times. Neil Young was great.
Oh, I know. I'm jealous people out. He's about the only one on my bucket list I haven't seen. Yeah, I've probably got more Neil Young albums than any other because he keeps bringing out stuff. I've got more Neil Young albums than any other.
I've seen Neil Young 3 times. Once when it was just Neil Young. Once when it was Neil Young and Crazy Horse. And once when it was Neil Young with Booker T and the MGs.
Oh wow, he's just great. He's just fucking hell. Cortez the Killer, man. To me, that goes down with Comfortably Numb and Hotel California and all those fucking great classic songs. Yeah, all of them. I mean, I've got to see Gilmore in a few weeks' time. That'll be amazing.
We've got a super chat. $2 super chat from Florida saying Mathis saying that beans and toast sucks.
No, it doesn't. So what's happening? At one point, I'm going to get myself over to Florida. Probably maybe next year. We'll see. Yeah. I'm going to ask to hook up with Mathis. I want to live stream him eating beans on toast live.
There you go. Orca says Neil Young with Booker T. That sounds pretty awesome. It was a good show.
It does actually, yeah.
I would say that. There's a mini.
Everybody, stop talking. I want to hear the sound of the mini.
Oh, that could be. Could that be the Cooper S?
The steering wheel was on the wrong side, though.
This is for Lucha.
Yes.
Lucho. Tell us
I
about
love
this
these
thing.
things.
Red
Oh
Eye.
my God, 5 horsepower Hellcat Red Eye
That's fucking mad, isn't it?
Challenger
Six.
wide body. Look at that
Red Eye
thing.
Stage 2.
Wow.
You're on.
That is an amazing car.
So this is, I mean, this is crazy power, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
crazy power. Yeah, a mate of mine has got a Nissan GTR tuned up. I went in it last night. He picked up from the gig. That's got 650 horsepower. But with all the electronics and everything, it does 16 under 3 seconds. It's
Yeah.
a fucking complete and utter beast. It's
Look at
just
that
it's madness. I don't know
Yeah.
what these things put the power down like. I mean, probably not as good as the GTR because the GTR's full of electronics. It just does things amazingly well. How well do these put the power down, Lucha?
These go fast. They're really fast and they're.
Yeah, but do the back wheels spin for glory? And how did he put the power down?
You can. I mean,
Luke, I'm your father.
Brilliant.
I love the Chargers.
Yeah.
So a couple dealerships ago, when I worked at this place for 10 years, I would order 2 Tour Red 29R performance package Hemi Chargers every year. So I had a demo. I had 6 months to drive them as a demo.
Wow, so you got to take one home every night?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Shit, man.
I didn't go for the SRTs or anything like that because
Right.
you can't demo those. But just the 5.7 Hemis, those are great cars.
Oh, what's that? What's that BM? Is that M4 or something? Is that an M4?
So this is the M2.
It's an M2.
Since you guys were talking about this is my E39 M5.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, do you know what,
this
mate?
is the
They
one
are
I've had it for the
sleepers.
past 22 years and 1 month.
Sleeper. That's
22 years and 1 month.
Sean, I'll tell you a little story, mate. There was we had a magazine over here in UK called Car Magazine. It was
Yes, of course.
You remember it was in the probably 25 years ago. Probably Evo is probably the nearest to Car Magazine.
Yes.
And there was a journalist called Russell Bulgin who actually died early on. He died of cancer or something.
Yeah.
And I remember he did an article on one of these when it just came out, and he said at the article, "I'd like to thank the designer who designed the brakes on the BMW M5." So he was out testing it on the autobahn, trying to get like 155 out of it. And he said a truck came along as he was overtaking, and he moved over, then it moved back. It moved over, then it moved back. Third time, it moved over and didn't go back. And he had to slam his foot on the brakes. He said so hard that his foot was hurting 2 days later.
Damn.
But it stopped him. It stopped him. He said it was amazing. The brakes on it just stopped him.
Just boom.
He wasn't quite doing 155, but he was on his way. It was the wrong side of 100 miles an hour going on the way. But he said it was a brilliant article the way he did it. And that was on, because that is a street sleeper, that M5.
See you, Brian.
Amazing car. This is something that they'll probably bury me, and they're gonna put me in the car and then bury me. I've had it since day one, and I just absolutely love it.
Horsepower? What horsepower though? Let me guess. Only about 330 brake horsepower.
Close. It's 400.
400, right?
Yeah. When you hit the sport button, you get all of it, and it's just it's a beauty. Now I want to tell you that this is how cars used to be made. Listen to this door. Ready, guys? Listen to this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not like that anymore.
No, that's I've had since I bought this one. I've obviously had a lot of cars in between, and still this is my favorite.
You see, 400 brake horse. It looks just like it looks fucking normal. It looks like a 200 brake. Fucking saloon. It'll just rip your head off. It's brilliant. They're probably cute. It's what in England they know as Q cars. They call them Q cars because they're just like street sleepers. They just look nothing and they're just brilliant. Yeah.
No, but it sounds Sonny, can you start up the car? Sure. I have it. Here, I'm gonna have you guys listen to the sound. The only mod that I did on this is I just put the super sprints on this. I have the original exhaust
Right.
on the in the garage. And, oh, look at this! Look at that! Look at that thing go with a blower. Just exhaust. That's all I did.
Nice.
Yeah, I've had this from day one. So
Day one?
Yes. Give it gas. A little bit of gas. Give it gas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was that a BMW exhaust you put on,
Yeah,
or was
and
it
this
aftermarket?
V8, guys, they put it in this car in a Z8, and actually, these V8s, the 62s, were hand assembled. So,
Wow.
uh, yeah, and the car is just rock solid. I mean,
Yeah. It's a great car.
it's in the center, Sonny. Center. Look by the gear, by the gear. There you go. And the back seat. I mean, I still have the airbag, as you guys saw. I have the airbag warning stickers. I'm a little bit anal when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah.
Never been buffed. Listen to the door. I enjoy it as much as the exhaust. I mean, it's just solid. I used to have a original 300 SEL Mercedes 6.3. I was
Okay.
the second owner. I bought it in 1988. It was a 1971.
Yeah.
And those things Mercedes used to be built really Teutonic, not anymore. But yeah, that's how these cars were made. I mean, the sheet metal, guys, you can't put it, you can't. I mean, it doesn't even go in. It's just
Yeah.
freaking, it's a solid. I mean, it's just solid. Has never been buffed. The rear bumper was painted 6 months after I got the car brand new. So the rear bumper in 2000, early 2003, the rear bumper got painted because I was at the valet, put a couple of parking, the license plate
Oh yeah.
screw holes on it. But the paint's never been buffed. I take it out once every 3-4 weeks. It gets washed once every 3-4 months. I just did a spray wipe on it. Where
Yeah.
the car is parked, there's no dust at all. I don't even have to put a car cover on it. It just
Oh
stays
wow.
dust free without car cover. I don't even have a. I used to carry a car cover before in my own garage. I used to cover it, but where I have my car stored, I don't even have to put a car cover. You go back, 6 weeks later, I'll go. There's not a dust on the car.
Nice.
So yeah, I didn't even put window tint on. I just kept it old stock, with exception of
Exhaust.
the exhaust. And I for the first year and a half, I put 27,000 miles on it. Then I drove it like maybe 3,000 miles a year, 2,000 miles, and then in 2019 or 18, when one of these same color with 400 miles at I think it was RM auction, went for 160K,
Ooh.
and then they got 10% commission, 176,000. Everybody was gonna. They were telling me, "Do you want to sell it or not drive it?" So actually, I'm going to start driving. And so I put the rest of the miles since 2019. But it's got just over 60K on it, 60,000 miles on it. But always serviced, obviously, at the dealer, and just took care of it.
Wow.
She's been good to me. I love it. Yeah. And I love my E86. I love the other BMWs I've had, and I love my Porsche. But if I could only keep one car, I'll keep this one. I'll pass up on the Porsche and list of the Beamers I
That
got.
would be the car.
Yep.
Those cars are great. I remember it was probably around 2007, 8. I traded one in, and I drove it for a couple days just to see it. It was a nice car.
Yep.
I mean, it just
No.
it was a black one, I think.
Here, Sonny, can you pop the hood open for me? I'll be more than happy to show it to you. Back in this is a car of the late 90s, really, right?
Yeah.
So they. Oh, this one. One more time, please. Oh no, yeah, one more time. You have to go twice on Beamers. One more time. Pull hard, Sonny.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here it is. All right. Even this is original, obviously, because I was going to replace it, but I said, why? It's a patina. The only, and as you can see, the only thing I put on there is the Dynan strut bar, which when I got the, what's that?
Do you notice the difference?
You know, it looks good. It looks good. Do you drive? You have a Mercedes? Do you mind being? I'm on live stream with on YouTube.
No, yeah, I actually don't have a Mercedes. I
Oh.
have
Here, these are the gentlemen I'm talking to. Everybody.
Okay. Oh, guys.
E92 M3.
Oh, that's amazing! This gentleman has. We were talking about an E92
Yeah.
earlier,
Yeah.
and there was a gentleman that had a white one here.
I have a frozen silver.
Somebody was who was asking about a frozen
Ham-
color E92.
Ham was
Where is
asking
it?
about
Can
the
we take a
frozen.
look at it?
Yeah.
Here, we got to show you guys a frozen E92. How funny is that? Sonny, do you mind locking it?
No worries. If
Well-
you don't mind, it's a not corner.
No. What's your name, by the way?
I'm DJ.
DJ, I'm Sean. Nice to meet
Sean.
you. And you're?
McGuire.
McGuire. Nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
it's
I use your products all the time.
but yeah, like when I saw you put your finger on that car, you can't do that with the frozen. That's why I was like, you gave me a heart attack.
No, it's funny because one of the guys I was watching asked if, brought up the E92 M3 with frozen color and asked how the market is on those. What's the market like on those right now?
Yeah, I got an incredible deal on mine. I'll tell you.
When did you get it?
About almost exactly a year ago,
A
actually.
year ago? How many miles on it?
It has 124,000.
Very good. And well maintained?
I've done the rod bearings. I've done my valve covers. The previous owner before me had all the service records on it.
Very cool.
I get an oil change. My goal is every 5,000 miles.
Right?
Maybe a little less. I did 3,000, 4,000, and then 5,000 this time.
Okay. I see it.
Yes,
I see it. There it is right there.
There it is.
Guys, here's a little image of Americana for
Yes.
you. TN Ticker, you're in England. This is you get this, right? Look at it with the big
Bob's big boy.
Look how cool this is, everybody. This is so cool. I got international viewers here on YouTube.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, you're the owner of the car.
Yeah.
Do you mind being on the
No, sure.
DJ, give me 2 minutes, right? This is the gentleman. Look at it. He looks the part. He is
Yeah.
Americana, man. This is it.
Yeah.
This is a 1968 Cadillac
Right?
convertible, and that is completely custom. I actually fabricated that.
You did that yourself.
I did that myself.
Oh,
And you
amazing.
see the line or following the
Oh,
line.
beautiful, beautiful.
Wow.
Oh my God, guys, look at this. I should have
Look at
brought,
hats,
I
man.
should have brought my Panama hat.
Where's Daniel Katz when you need him?
And look at this.
This is a material that I found in England,
Oh, is that right?
and it's all padded, so he represents the world.
TN Ticker, there you go. The gentleman got this from your neck of the woods.
Whereabouts? Somewhere in London, obviously, I imagine.
Very good. What's your name?
Pierre,
Pierre, I'm Sean.
Pierre.
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet
From
you.
from France?
From France.
Beautiful.
There is another one here, 62. Is it 62 or 64? 62 or 64.
If it's 62, it's my year. It's my birth year. But there's a watch committee, guys. Instead of a birth year watch, how about a birth year car?
Yeah.
It's kind of a lead.
Oh, it's beautiful.
He's got this
Yes.
here and this here.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Pierre, this is amazing. Thank you for bringing these out and showing them to us.
Okay,
It's a
you're welcome.
pleasure. Thank you, my friend.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Au revoir. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So here's what we can. That's the beauty of the car culture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go from
Yeah.
extremes, and and there's so much. And I'm telling you guys, because when I was younger, I was sharing it with everybody. I was like, when I was younger, some of these cars that I'm drooling over right now, they didn't pique my interest. And as you get older, you start appreciating the
100%.
older stuff. So yeah, so You'll experience that. I promise you.
I like all the. My dream car is a 300 SL Goldwing.
Oh yes, of course, mine too.
Trust me, I like
It's been for the past 40 years.
I like.
Oh, this is a beauty. I love the lip
saw
that
that
you put on
car.
there. Did you put that yourself?
I just put that on a couple weeks ago.
Oh, you got the M stripes. All right, cool. Oh, very.
Everything other than the lip is stock on it.
You just did the
I just
lip.
put
That's
the
it.
lip, yeah.
Very cool. Very nice. Gorgeous. Hey guys, this frozen silver. What's the name of this color? What's
I believe it's frozen silver. Yeah, it's just frozen silver.
it's just a
Yeah, I believe. I'm almost.
it's not a it's not
I think it was a silver stone that has a matte finish.
silver stone
With the matte.
matte. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Frozen silver.
Okay. Very frozen silver. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
SMG.
Altogether, they made 140, and in the United States, there's only 40.
So 140 of this combination made. 40 of them are in the United States, and this one is the number one out of the 40, right? You go to Loyola?
Yes, I
Oh, you do? All right.
love you.
When I was going to college, you guys had a great. And I haven't been to the campus for a long time, but I used to go to college, and I had a friend that lived around there. Used to go to your library and get ready.
I love our library.
Yeah. The library
love
is
our
it still
library.
good?
Oh,
Yeah, the
it's
library was
fantastic.
great, man. The library was great. No, I know you love it, but do you spend any time in it?
I spent a lot of time in that library.
All right.
Really, really
Good.
did.
Good. What are you studying? What's your major?
I graduated, but I was entrepreneurship.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
entrepreneurship. I love that school. I learned a lot. The professors were excellent.
Yeah, very cool.
Made some good friends.
So this gentleman that we are on, he is part of a larger watch community that we have, but he has Sunday mornings. He's actually a car guy himself. He's got this channel. If you guys want to jump on once in a while on Sunday mornings, he's fun. He talks about everything: watches, cars, food. He's one of these days I want to taste your what you cook, Mark, because they look delicious. They look amazing.
I do my best.
All right, and so he's back on again on Sundays and so forth. But hey guys, I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys. I'm gonna spend some time with my brother and I'm gonna go grab breakfast. Thanks for having me on.
Right. Nice
Hey,
one, Sean.
thanks for sharing.
Take care,
and
Jen. Take care, guys. Bye bye.
Cheers. See you later.
Thank you. That was awesome.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Aye.
Oh my. Speaking of breakfast, this was breakfast today, Tickers.
I remember that.
Whoop. Hold on. There it is.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
I know. So we got 2 car tours today. So Tan was showing us around up in Canada, and then Sean
right.
California. Very good stuff.
I didn't see Tans earlier.
Yeah, he had some BMWs, some a couple Huracans, some other stuff, Corvettes and stuff that was up there.
Okay.
Logan Hall says, whoop. He says, you see that ticker? No beans, no toast. Perfect breakfast.
No, sorry, Logan. That's fucked up, man. It needs to be beans on toast. Do you like beans on toast, Luke? Have you ever had beans on toast?
I have. It's okay. I don't hate it, but it's not.
You don't hate it. That's all right then. Okay, that's all right. Okay.
Dr. Bob's Nightmare, that is not spam. That is actually corned beef.
Well, all right. It's a bit one up the rung ladder from spam.
Yeah. One level up.
One level up from spam, corned beef.
Tastier. It's tastier spam.
Egg and corned beef. All right. So how's the egg done?
Sunny side up and the rice. So you cook the
You fried a fried egg. Fried was it?
Oh yeah, fried egg. Yeah.
No, it's not healthy now. I poach eggs, man. I like poached eggs. Much healthier.
Well, so this started with olive oil. I cooked down the garlic in it. I separated the garlic from the olive oil. I cooked the rice in the garlic oil that I had made, and then I added back in the crispy garlic. toasted the corned beef in the garlic oil, cooked the egg, put it all together, sprinkled some of the toasted garlic and some scallions on top, and a Filipino sea log with corned beef.
This look very nice. Yeah, it does look nice. That. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna shoot, dude, because I've got. I've not been back. I've been. I said I've been out last night at a gig at a mate's house, so I picked the dogs up.
Before you go, Cal D says beans on toast is the number one reason the 13 colonies broke away and started a war.
Really?
We got Buckley in the chat. Good day. Just got back from the range. Jets kick off at 1. All hail Rolex, bike shitters, and have a lovely day.
All hail Rolex, beans on toast, fight shitters, and have a lovely day. There you go. You missed the beans on toast, Buckley.
Yes. And cars.
And cars, yes.
Dr. Bob poaches his eggs in gravy.
No, if you do, you are Bob, you are fucked up if you do that. You really are. He's obviously either. I was thinking he's joking, but
I like Dr. Bob, but there's a chance Dr. Bob's fucked up, even if he doesn't do that.
Having met him a couple of times online, I fucking believe he probably does. I think he's one doctor short of a prescription.
Well, there you go. Somebody has to be. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, brilliant. Good for you to have me. Thank you very much. Appreciate coming on. Catch you later, dude.
All right, man. Have a great day.
Yeah, thank you. See ya.
All right. Treble says the sea log looks better than the fish finger buddy he's about to have. Well, Orko pointing out that Dr. Bob never jokes. So he may poach his eggs in gravy. Speaking of gravy, I will be making ham steak with a red eye gravy here coming up soon. Oh yeah, I've done that in the past, and I've seen that, and I've had it in the South. Doc Mick, adding fish roe to your scrambled eggs. It is a Southern thing. Fancy, make fancy scrambled eggs that way, or fancy eggs in general. But yeah, so that's where we started with the breakfast. And we didn't do a lot of watch talk today, just a little bit about the Seamaster versus the Submariner. And I am going to be, we'll go another 5 minutes, but I do have to. So my brother is coming over, but he doesn't drive. He lives in the south side of Pittsburgh. He was attacked. My brother was attacked years ago. And he was beaten down pretty good, and his face was messed up, and they've never been able to get his eyes back on 100% plane, and he hasn't really driven since. So I pick him up when he wants to come out. He lives in a place where you can just walk to everything, on the south side of Pittsburgh. But he's a drummer. I'll never forget the bands. Yeah, he was in 2 or 3 bands, but there were probably 30 local bands that came together, and they did 6 benefit concerts for him and raised like $60,000-$70,000 for his medical, bills. He's an artist. He manages a music store and he plays drums, and he have real medical, basic minimum medical insurance, but it was cool. I went to a bunch of those shows, and I always call him the mayor of the South Side. Everyone loves him. He's a good dude. He's like my dad in that way. My dad is a guy that everyone liked. And my brother Dave is very much in that way. So yeah, it was hard. I still have my. I have a T-shirt. It's got this like kind of weird picture, of Dave, like a cartoony picture of him, and it says, "Keep the South Side safe, justice for Dave." They were selling those at all the shows as well, but they raised a lot of money for him. A lot of local bands. He was a big story on the news when it happened, and I remember they did a follow up. I actually stayed away for a little bit because I didn't really want to be on TV, but they did a follow up at this house because I bought this house off my parents on Thanksgiving with my brother and my parents, and a couple of his friends had organized all that stuff. They did a big, human interest story, you could say, on Dave. But I'll never forget going to, I got the call around 5 in the morning, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, that he was in the hospital and something had happened. And when I got there, now my brother Dave is 11 and a half months younger than me. So for a couple weeks every year we're the same age. Irish twins, if you will. So I really don't remember life without Dave. But when I walked into the emergency room and I walked into his triage area, I didn't recognize him. That's how beaten he was. It was bad. It was bad. It was really bad. He's made a great recovery, but like I said, doesn't really drive. So, bummer for me being the manager of a car dealership that I can't sell my brother a car. But he's going to come up and help me. I'm going to reorganize the room when I get the new bed coming on Wednesday. So he's going to help me do that. I have heavy oak furniture in my bedroom that's 25 years old. I got it after the divorce because she took the bed and the dresser. So I had to get new stuff. What are you going to do? The shit, it happens sometimes. Here, let's go. Before we go, we will go here. Let's see if I can't find. If I actually have anyway. Back in the day, pictures were pictures. And she took all the wedding. I have like one picture. I make it big. Can't really make it big. Here, I'll show you this. This was us on our honeymoon. I believe that is not St. Bart's. That's Anguilla, I believe, in British West Indies. Pretty girl. But yeah, so I lost the bed in the divorce. One of the few things she wanted. What are you gonna do? But yeah, so bummer that this bed is broken. But I'll get some stuff done, get some stuff moved, get some stuff a little cleaner. Like I said, the heavy oak furniture, hard to move. And then with the open heart surgery, it's just been the past few months that there was a rib that they broke along with the sternum, that this rib is finally healed 100%. I had an awful time, lifting things. It was really things that were more than 50 pounds where it was, it was pretty healed. But if I lifted something super heavy, it was hard. It was hard. Dr. Bob's Nightmare says, Lucha, do you ever make Filipino Portuguese sausage for breakfast? Longancia? Nisa? Log sea log. I have not. I came across the sea log recipe on Sam the Cooking Guy. And I was like, I'm always looking for breakfast recipes. And I saw it, and I saw how he made it. He made his with Spam. And I opted for the corned beef, the canned corned beef. But those are other things I want to explore, along with Loco Moco. We're going to be making some ham with red eye gravy. There's all kinds of stuff. So it's always a challenge to find new and creative and different things to make for you guys for breakfast to show on the stream. But we will do our best. We will do our best. But the food was really good. But yeah, so that might be the only I think I have a wedding picture. She took all that shit. I was at work and she was moving shit out, and I didn't get a lot of choice in the matter. But It happens. But once more into the reach. Cheers to all. Have a great Sunday. Time for football. Yep. It is definitely football time. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for participating in heavy metal talk earlier. Again, Judas Priest, Rapid Fire, studio version. Greatest heavy metal song ever. Write it down, OC. Write it down. Dr. Bob's Nightmare says, Loco Moco, tickers, come back. Eggs and gravy. Yeah, basically. Yeah. It's rice, burger, gravy. I'll probably put mushrooms in my gravy and a sunny side up egg. We'll see how that comes out. I'm going to try and do something special with the burger patty to flavor it up. And I may do the sea log rice trick. I may cook that in a garlic oil. Do a day-old rice cooked in garlic oil, because that was pretty flavorful, pretty tasty. And that might add a little something to that dish. And again, if you haven't subscribed to Logan Hall, you should, because if you like cooking, you like the food that we talk about, he does great explanations of what's going on there. And who doesn't love a good grill stream? That being said, yeah, it's about 1:45, so we are going to end the stream. I'll do a longer stream next week, but I have to go grab him and get some stuff going here. They're bringing the bed on Wednesday, and then I need to decide on the rest of the furniture if I'm going to replace the rest. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Who knows? I'd rather buy a watch than bedroom furniture. But did get a pretty good life out of this stuff, so it's hard to complain. It was solid oak, and there's something to be said for good materials and craftsmanship. But at the same time, when it goes, it goes. So we'll see. Guys, have a great Sunday. Look for me this week. I'll probably put something out this week. The people who did the Dr. Bob says more Sean and Cali. Yeah, it was great. We had 2 car shows today. So I love when you guys come on with live stuff and share it with the audience. We do appreciate that. Where are we at on our upvotes? We should be, I would hope, in the 30s. 35 upvotes. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. And Logan says, thank you for all the shots. Oh, yeah, that was great. I was teasing a little bit because I made the meatloaf while you were doing the chimichurri. But I really enjoyed the stream. It was fun to watch. I just don't have that kind of patience to sit there and I just show the end product. Billy upvoted. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. So, guys, I will see you this week. And everyone, be good, be well. Don't forget, say something nice to someone. Do something nice for someone. Be the light that we like to see shining through others. That is how you make true change. Start with how you treat everyone. With that said, guys, if you haven't hit the upvote on your way out, please do. I do appreciate it. We did have here. I just want to go through these real quick since we're doing this now. Hey, Johnny O, thank you for your $5 super chat. Sean, way too generous, $50 super chat. It's great having you back on Sundays. Patel Philippe, $5 super chat. Thanks for having me on the stream earlier. Beautiful day to take the car out for a rip. I left before the riffraff Ferrari showed up. It's always good to have you on, Tan. Always welcome. And Tan, we do need to work on getting a wrestling show together. We definitely have to do that. One more for Brian and his love of two-tone watches. As we found out, Sean actually had the M5 out today. And we even got to see, Tan, I hope you're still here or you come back and check it out. We did get to see a E92 Frozen Silver. This is good. Mathis reminding us that beans and toast sucks. Mathis, if you're listening, I did send a gift for you with the Jeep ducks that I sent to Double Crown. So I don't know. He said he didn't know the next time he was going to be down, but that he would make sure to get it to you. Tell him to send you a picture of it. It's hilarious. You'll love it. But guys, thank you everyone so much for stopping by and sharing a part of your day. And Doc Mick uploaded. Yes. I appreciate that, guys. And we'll see you this week sometime, and we'll definitely see you next Sunday morning. And with that, we're going to lucha our way on out of here.
Full